Let's get you into the details. Helena Piampofu, Johnny Hughes, Patrice Amegashi, K. Kujo, all in the studio this morning. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning once again.
Yeah,
Morning.
Morning. Man, Obake. Wezo. Akwaba. Amaraba. We're also live on Kesmi 107.1 FM. And Helen, which radio station were you listening to while in the UK?
I was listening to Baby Shark do 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 do. Mommy Shark do 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 do.
They would deal with you.
I'm telling you.
Sometimes, the way they keep saying they will deal with you, sometimes it gives me the creeps.
Oh,
No.
I'm being honest.
You will be fine.
It gives me the creeps.
You'll be fine. DJ Phil knows that.
As to the journey.
They will deal with you, especially if they are ladies. Yeah, okay.
So the ladies tend to be daddy's daddy's trouble, whilst the gentlemen.
But the way Helen likes to pet children, she will be dealt with.
It's as well.
Anyway, so hope we all slept well and we're up and pumping. Really.
We're ready for another day.
Okay, you appear to be very quiet.
Yes, it's a beautiful morning. It's Wednesday. I like to be Wednesday. I like to be Wednesday conscious.
By the way,
You'll have to be Wednesday conscious.
Yes, Wednesday conscious.
Maybe you should play some conscious music.
I was
for
born
us.
on a Wednesday, by the way.
I'm Wednesday born as well. So.
Together with Nana Kufado, we're Wednesday born.
On that note,
Why you take that to go past?
Shall I not mention my Wednesday born?
Free to.
Day born member.
Wednesday, and all of that.
DJ Phil.
So some conscious music dedicated to K. Kujo, who says he likes to have his Wednesday.
Allow him to enjoy.
Wednesday conscious.
Allow him to enjoy.
To the details of the newspapers right now, a number of the guys have it. I will do the online portal. So let's start. Who are we starting with? K, right? K, you're starting for us this morning with the newspapers.
The Custodian newspaper says VRA boss urges utility companies to power Africa's future. And upon Nkrumah demands MP scrutiny of new IMF deal. And the banner headline says Galamsey booms under NDC as government leaves Agenda 111 for illegal miners. Then Ghana's revenue reforms failing structural test, Professor Bokpin. Zoomlion promises to pay MMDA fumigation staff. And deadly crash, minority seeks urgent fixes on Accra-Kumasi highway. And then the News Center newspaper says sustainability must become a way of life. Loet, the CEO of MTN Ghana. And ECG's fragile gains. Cut losses in 2025. Deeper deficits amidst 34.7 billion Ghana cedis power cost. 22.1 billion Ghana cedis revenue. And public officials demand bribes from 7 in 10 people GBC awards $3.6 million contract without PPA approval. And there's the famous Professor Amin Al-Hassan, Director General of GBC. This picture featuring the poor pay is eroded media independence, Mumin says. So that is for the News Center newspaper.
That last headline is very important. Says, please read it again for the listening public.
Oh, the last one says...
some money has passed somebody's hands.
No,
GBC, the last but one.
Not that one.
The last but one.
K is missing there.
Relax.
It's missing why I say you should read. There's something pay, which
it's important that I touch on the last but one and go to the one you want me to touch on.
The state broadcaster paid with all our monies.
GBC awards $3.6 million contract without PPA approval.
Was it the same
and it
GBC that were
says
told that
audit
had received some money to cover some tournaments that
the All Africa Games
they didn't get the money?
Yes.
Was it the same GBC?
Yes, same GBC.
Okay.
And they are awarding contract in dollars.
Ghana Boys Company.
I thought there was a directive. So outside of the without PPA approval, well, maybe it didn't go through PPA. That's why it's in dollars. But we were told to price every contract in cedis.
Are we talking about real estate people too?
Yeah, I remember the finance minister last year when he was reading the budget, particularly when the city was rallying, was urging that price the contract in city valuation among.
And then when we go and borrow, we come and tell everybody that we borrowed how much dollars did we borrow.
But
the very last one, it says poor pay is eroded media independence.
Repeat it again.
Poor pay. Poor pay.
Thank you very much.
Poor pay. Says eroded media independence.
Poor salaries,
I know
right?
where Marina is getting towards.
Oh no, I'm not getting anywhere. Media independence is very important.
We stand in solidarity with all of you.
Very, very important. And so the work you want journalists to do, I mean, I've seen people have conversations as to investing in private media to enable improve journalism amongst other things.
When you have people investing in private media, owning private media, and controlling the narrative for political interest and personal or parochial interests, what are you expecting? Yeah. The reason journalists will finish attending a press conference and be queuing for no curfew to be in solidarity with whatever it is that they want to be in charge with is because of those things. What is the remuneration? If you join the military, if you join the police, if you join the fire service, if you get into the civil service, you know that after 4 years, 5 years, you know that there's some promotion that will come with the requisite remuneration that will come along with it. When you join the newsroom, what do you get? What do you get? What do you get?
Senior reporter.
I think, Mawina, these are harsh realities, and over the years we've seen how that has influenced our politics.
Okay, we talk about everybody's issues. Do we talk about our own issues?
Because we say it's a fourth estate.
Helen wants to maintain silence.
Right.
Oh, you know the saying, thank God we don't look like what we're going through. Because you see media personalities, why a shepherd, big stomach, everybody looking nice suits.
But
we don't know you are suffering, no. People said this one is laboro. You don't look like what you are going through. If you are going through, see something, say something.
Look, there are journalists in the Ashanti region, and they say it themselves on air. That look, what they depend on is their ID card. ID card on the DD. ID card on the DD. I mean, our situation may be different here, but ID card on the DD. Can you imagine that? The ID card is what they so they flag it. They flag it and they know that, oh, you are from media house A or B.
Yeah, if you don't have it, then means you not get the you don't get the solidarity.
Yes. How do you talk about everybody's problems? Nurses have problems, we talk about it. Teachers, whoever comes forward, we talk about their problems.
Voice of many.
and a man of nothing.
But who is to blame? Why should the media person be poor?
I don't know.
Why should the media person be underpaid? So there are two things I'll say. Microphone. Oh, right, okay. Okay, so there was, what's his name? Bob. Bob. Technical. It was
Bob Franklin.
Yeah.
Yes.
Franklin.
Papa Franco.
Yeah, Papa Franco. I want him to understand one thing. We have uni and we have multi, so you should understand. So Franklin, if you're listening to me, we have uni and we have multi. You know the reason I'm saying this. I don't have to come straight to the microphone to talk. He knows what I'm talking about. When I'm speaking and the mic is here, I should be able to hear. So Bob knows it better. So let me say something. You negotiate for what you are worth. Number one. If your employer doesn't want to pay you what you are worth, step down.
Patrice.
And now more than ever, the media space is far more lucrative than a lot of jobs. And I'll just throw it straight in your face, right in this house. Who is 1957? What did he opt to do that opened the doors for him?
So Nene 1957
Yes,
actually
sir.
interned here.
Thank you. So the point is that now more than ever, social media, now there's nothing called media. There's nothing called radio. Where are we? Aren't we on TV? There is no radio station in this world unless you want to cocoon yourself into a radio. Everybody wants to see. So we are live on Facebook. You are live on, what's the name? YouTube and all those things. So now it is television. Everybody's seeing. And now more than ever, you can just take the microphone and say anything you want to say based on your mindset and the vision that you have for what you are capable of doing. So don't restrict yourself to the newsroom, thinking that is where your money is going to come from.
Well, Patrice,
go on social media, go on air. Well, you can disagree. I don't have a problem with that.
You largely because
my problem is that develop yourself.
Let Patrice finish then now.
Develop yourself. Do not ever tell me that you're a media person and you are being underpaid. My other issue has to do with why do we have a certain threshold for banks to establish? But for the media that we so claim is the fourth estate of the realm or fourth realm of the estate. Which one is it?
Of the realm.
Okay, estate of the realm, which I doubt. I will tell you that.
Which is the case, actually.
No, it is not the case. Because the media is one of the worst protagonists when it comes to development in the country.
No.
Yes, I'll tell you the reason.
No.
Okay, so let me just say.
No.
When the budget is read,
let the retirees go, let the young grow.
And when they read the budget, what happens? You bring NDC, bring any MPP to come and talk about the budget. NDC will say it's good, MPP says it's bad.
I want you to make the point.
So let me just make the point.
I can get others too.
Why do you have a threshold? For me, the point is that we have spread the media space too wide. A small country like ours.
That's a making of your constitution.
Pluralism.
Yes.
Media pluralism.
So go to Singapore.
That's a making
go
of
to
your
Singapore
constitution.
and check. Go to Singapore and check. Go to Indonesia and check. My point is that the fact that it is commonplace doesn't mean it has to be made like that. So we can give a threshold and say that amalgamate. So A, B, C should come together. If you don't have this amount of money or don't pay the media person that amount of money, then don't go in. But because the private space, anybody can choose to do it. So don't come and cry if you have accepted a certain thing. But again, I say now more than ever.
Fair point.
Now more than
I think
ever.
The point has been
why I disagree with Patrice.
Quick, and then Johnny disagrees as well. Helen has decided to
Patrice
to try seven in the conversation. So
Patrice was highlighting. Nobody listens to radio. Everyone listens
wants to see.
No, I didn't say
media.
nobody listens to radio.
You said it categorically.
Why do you want to cocoon yourself into a radio?
Yes.
Yes, I'm saying that now. No, I didn't say nobody listens to radio. I'm saying that
let
now.
me land. I haven't even landed.
No, your premise is wrong. Your premise is wrong. I didn't
premise
say
is-
nobody listens to radio.
It's just why everybody
now.
wants
No,
to
I'm saying that
box
now more than
themselves
ever,
into a radio.
there ought not be a radio station because everybody is now
It's
doing
figurative,
radio
Patrice,
and
but you said
television.
it.
I didn't say nobody listens. Yes,
Fair.
that's why I said you are on YouTube, you are on
and
Facebook. So
Facebook
now
and on
radio is television.
No, I
Radio
just wanted to
information,
make the point that it's a hybrid space now.
Mm.
You can't do just digital. You have to do digital and then do the traditional. Because my brothers and sisters in Gushegu, far away in Bentiri and Sola and the likes.
Kamvali and all those places.
Yes, probably are on their farms where even phone connection is difficult. Telephone connection is even difficult, not to talk of data, internet connection. So they listen to their radios. These are people I interact with regularly, and I see how the radio serves them. I see how, they rely on the information from the radio. What they hear on the radio is the law, and that's why it's also important that as media personalities, we are conscious of what we say when we're on air, because some people take our word for it. Now to the issue of pay, Patrice, it's offer and acceptance, rightfully.
With consideration in the middle.
Rightfully, like you put it. But let's not assume 1957's emergence is a case study for media success. No, we've seen a lot. Yes, he's doing very well, but let's not use that as a benchmark to undermine. Because
I beg to differ.
He's one of many. He's one of many.
I can't mention
Patrice.
everybody at the same time.
And
so
there's this mindset about.
Sheldon used to walk around here.
This mindset about monetizing. Once you are digital, you monetize. Once you are digital, Patrice, I've been doing digital for over 15 years, and it doesn't work like that. Some of us started the first digital agencies in Ghana, Patrice. It doesn't work like that. It's not a one size fits all approach. It doesn't work like that. You see, there are investments in the background you don't see. So it looks like, they just emerged and it's so beautiful and they are doing so well. But you and I know there are investments in the background people don't talk about. They are gatekeepers. When they don't open doors for you, you can't go through the door. So let's not assume that, the space is such that once you are able to explore it creatively, you emerge.
I very much disagree with the last line.
Let me go
There's
to
no
Johnny so that we can do.
There is a gate. There are gatekeepers.
We can do the rest of the papers because we have to get to the papers. Now I'm regretting even asking.
No, let's go on.
So Helen has a deep pocket, right?
Okay.
Helen attends a funeral. Sees an MC emceeing a funeral, and decides that I have a radio station. And says, what is the level of the training? That is why on most of the account-based radio stations and TV stations, we hear things that are not in sync with those who have gotten training to be on air. Right?
I got you.
That's one. Number two, when those people are being brought on air, they are giving money. So Helen will come, acceptance, offer, consideration. Helen will come and sit, race, bring a CV, they would put a peg on a certain level. Yeah. But when some of those people are being brought, they are giving extra, right? Extra bucks that they are giving. And that's the unfairness that Kay is talking about. People are working and getting underpaid on media. So look, Marina, I'll tell you this. Myself and Gideon Sakite, my former producer here on Community Connect. Do you remember Gideon Sakite? We went to the French embassy and there was a soiree, press soiree. Look, there was somebody serving finger foods, right? At some point, they brought the finger foods to us. They chased their food onto the ground. The food, everything fell on the ground, and they went down with the food, and everybody was speaking. These are journalists. So the French ambassador at the time, it was the lady. She was so mortified. She said,
Sophie Harvey.
Yes, she said, really? That's how low we sink this trade that we are trying to ply with great felicity of style. That's how we have sunk it so low. It is not because, it's because everybody, if you ask any of the politicians, what is the media supposed to say? Entertain, inform, educate.
What is the GGA doing about
the GGA? Unfortunately, they don't set up the media houses.
The GGA don't set up the media houses.
They're supposed to represent. We've seen nursing associations.
There's been conversations
We've
around.
seen nursing
There's
associations.
There's GJ, there's everything. What did they do? I have never applied for a GJ award before. Never. I've never.
No,
filed.
Johnny, I put to you that the GJ and the likes are doing a lot.
I am saying
They are
that
doing
I
a
have
lot to
never
support.
applied for a GJ award before. Never. I've done stories that sometimes cut some of the stories that are present. I've never, and I can show you some of my documentary. Never, because the GJ will see journalists being beaten up, and they say we condemn it in no uncertain terms.
Condemn and then
they leave it at that. Blah blah blah. They said we're going to set up a gang of lawyers to go and deal with. They don't do nothing for us. They don't do nothing for us. They don't do nothing for us.
Let's do the rest of the papers. Helen says she's a passenger on this one. So
Absolutely.
let's get details.
I'll leave the daily gist for Patrice. Let me get into the new publisher. There are many other stories for us to sink our teeth into, but of course, it's a valid conversation. I'm in this trade. One thing that I do agree with Patrice on is that this is a private space. You also go in knowing your worth. But like Johnny said as well, the space is saturated with persons who don't do it for the passion, who don't do it for the love of it, who don't do it with the requisite training.
Right.
It's a very big conversation. I don't even know if we can even
get into it. It's okay.
The new publisher says hide nothing, fear nothing. Minority demands action after Brimso Bridge fatal crash. And hands off the public purse. Atuforce is pictured here, and he's vowing fiscal discipline. Bribery epidemic hits 18% as more officials demand chop money. From Golu to the
Golu? That's Liman's hometown.
From Golu to the UK. Why the Tangia Musa Cultural Expo matters. A bit of a mouthful there. And yesterday, when I was watching you on News Central unravel this story, ganja ice cream and drinks, 10 busted. So this is across the different...
Abele was.
What? The Abele was that we know.
Yeah, man, it's infused. How much are you going to get from selling Abele was with infused?
What do you mean how much are you... They're on the campus. And the campus... For campus No, but you won't sell it like you sell the original Abele walls. There's a premium on it.
Frederick is telling me that Frederick is telling me don't go there. Do you know how much money they make? I retract my... I go back on my claims they don't make money because.
So yeah, I thought that was quite an interesting conversation that you had. I mean,
they will spin.
It's not even just the ice cream and the drinks that are infused these days. The popcorn is infused.
Yeah.
Nkati cake is infused.
Even the
check okra soup. Okra stew.
Wow.
They can infuse the kontomire.
Be careful
plantain.
what you eat.
You go on the campuses and
sobolo.
I mean all kinds. And then I think you expanded the conversation to include what they call the balloons and so on and so forth. Was it NACOP representative
yes, NACOP,
that says, well, now they have their sights set firmly on the universities and the activities that go on there. I mean, my main worry is for those who consume it without knowing what is involved. And not everybody has the same reaction to some of these substances. So your peers might be able to handle it, and you might not. So for our young ones on the campuses, don't be peer pressured to do something that you don't want to do. And also, you don't know what your body is going to do in terms of, reacting to some of these substances. But I found it funny. Ganja ice cream and drinks.
Hey!
Oh, to be young. I tell you,
the ringleader is 23. Patrice says you should do the daily
all
gist
right,
report.
all right.
I have a lot more here.
Yeah. All right. Let's get into the daily gist. Let's see what the front page has for us. 2 TikTokers in court over president's 150 million Ghana cedi slip with security capo. No third term for Mahama. Mosquito blasts NDC agenda pushes. I don't know how many more times we're going to be hearing this, or how many more times this point has to be reiterated. The president says he's not looking for a third term.
He had an interesting point to raise. General Sinukete said, if you look at President Mahama and you bring a law that precludes him from contesting, you possibly may be opening the gate for President Akufo-Addo to come and contest.
But
that's why I kept quiet.
Understand why people want to rally around.
The man has said he doesn't want it.
Even if he hasn't, he wants it. We won't let him
He
have
won't
it.
get it.
We, the people of Ghana,
He won't get it.
won't let him have it. The NDC should understand they are not all of Ghana. How many people voted for
The
them?
preamble of the constitution says the people
when
of
we
Ghana.
take that number out of the total population of Ghana, are they more than Ghanaians?
So, Keikujo, are you saying that you were not picking up any signals that there was some kind of
I have.
thirst
I've even written
for,
on it.
I see, some kind
Yes.
of... where exactly would you say that call was coming from, this clamor for, or whispers, chatter, trying to infiltrate the space with this message? Where was it coming from?
It's actually blabber.
There are,
Blabber.
there are factions within every political party. And it's like families, there are always gates. And sometimes one gate feels that their family head should rule forever. Or their
Preferred candidates.
Dynasty should rule forever. It doesn't work like that in democracy.
It wasn't coming from the general Ghanaian populace, you say?
No, I don't think it was coming from the general populace.
Or was it the
from
euphoria?
the sentiment analysis that Imani did, it showed clearly that it was a political machination, and there were some people who were interested in just pushing an agenda because they felt, of course, the president has done well to take us from Egypt into the promised land we haven't got into yet. I mean, look at where we were, and look at where we are
is that
now.
what was called? Is that that kind of? Is that the euphoria that maybe
It's pushing-
was
so-
pushing
so-
the
so-
agenda from where we've come from, and people saying, "I never want to go back there." And if this,
So John Mahama has done very well.
Yes.
But that doesn't put him on the pedestal to say we will want to insult the constitution or the dictates of the constitution. He's done well.
Those who are saying he's done so well, even this morning I saw Bola around Kaneshi. The reset has not been fully accomplished.
So John
the
Mahama has
24-hour
appointed,
economy has not been fully executed.
So John Mahama has appointed an MCE, and it is not John Mahama who will go and collect the ball. The MCE has to be sacked if he is not.
Yes, but so far as it rests with the executive, that appointment rests with the executive. He will share in the blame.
Absolutely.
He will share in the blame. So I'm saying that growth is a process. I mean, we cannot just wake up one day and, as much as we want a reset, and that is what political communicators do. They lie us into believing there's a magic wand that just waves and everything changes. It's a process. It's not an event.
Life becomes
It's supposed to
sweet
go
and
through the mill. It's supposed to run for a while before we see the changes we want. So,
and it
if you want
requires
to
very
measure him-
unsexy decisions, very hard, uncomfortable decisions, which
Exactly.
I don't really see politicians really interested in. And I see Patricia just swaying in his seat. It's like music to his
If I were John Mahama,
we are confirming
if I were
his,
John Mahama, I would have
his
done.
That's right.
I would have done a reshuffle by now, because that was one of the cardinal sins of President Akufo-Addo.
Yes.
I would have done a reshuffle by, because some of his appointees are becoming too comfortable. You swap them.
So it's about what, a year and a half, and you think it's time for a reshuffle?
We've gone past a year and a half.
Because
Yes,
you
we
have,
August.
you
Yes.
you
So
have
some
4
of them,
years.
some of them are becoming too comfortable.
You have 4 years, and there's a scorecard. So you look at the scorecard, and then you do a reshuffle.
I don't need to drive
because
through
there are
town
people
and
who
see
have
ball.
not met their operational targets. They
Yeah.
haven't met their key performance indicators. What are they still doing in
I
office?
don't need to drive through
Patrice
Kaneshi
said,
to see baller.
Very, very true.
I
In
don't
fact,
need to drive through Kaneshi to see baller. If you are not performing, go home.
One of the one. And,
Do we have to put military people out there on the roads to
selling for Mankwai is
to
dead.
force people. And you know that is undemocratic. You know it's unconstitutional. What we saw during the cleanup exercise, no matter how much we want to applaud it,
Yeah, I mean those.
does not fall within the tenets of law. Forcing people, stopping people, beating people. We saw all those things during the cleanup. Why do we have to use that, walk that road to achieve what we are looking for? So as much as there's a reset, we should understand that we are resetting. We haven't been reset.
Hard decisions.
It's still
unsexy decisions. Just two more quick ones on the Daily Gist, and then I will hand over. Takwa MP MCE fingered in global ore mine fracas. We spoke about that a little bit yesterday. I hope we retire that very soon.
Embroiled
It's one of our Ghanaianisms.
Get you to read.
It's one of the many things Ghanaian about our news.
Very, very much.
Get you to read.
naps.
Upon Nkrumah chases new IMF deal for scrutiny. You've got Petrol Nkrumah pictured here on the front page, and that's it for these two papers.
Johnny,
the New Finder newspaper this morning says oil price stabilizes at $85 per barrel. Bank of Ghana sets 10% bad loan target for banks. Hey, non-performing loans. Okay. President Mahama pushes Africa Caribbean trade link, and that day after, and I was there to host the first Ghana Caribbean Gala over the weekend.
Oh, beautiful.
The money is sweet, but it's okay. Financial analyst blames global oil prices for fuel hikes. Also, Ghana reference rate rises to 10.61% in August. We don't have nothing on there.
Right, okay, so I have a few here.
Yes.
There's one called Women in Leadership. It says, Auditor General Dr. Pamela Graham strengthens ties with Parliament to advance accountability. Gold Board Jewelry eyes UK showroom as High Commission backs made in Ghana gold products. The Punch this morning says, don't ignore hepatitis B. It can lead to liver cancer. This is according to Dr. Mototi. YEA boss assures beneficiaries of a better welfare and prompt allowance payments. Also, $30 million nursing training college project to hit Ahafo Ano Southwest. And the Supreme this morning says, MYDE, Christian Council unite against drug abuse and cyber crime. Also, Ghana Gas CEO commended for record growth and strong leadership. On the front page of the Herald this morning, Stephen Amwa betted 1.44 million Ghana cedis on Maslock forensic audit. Year of roads.
In search of 2 million cedis.
Year of roads apostles demand Mahama spends $300 million on Accra Kumasi Highway first. Let's reunite. Certificate with competence. Let's reunite certificate. I think that is attributed to Sir Sam Jonah. Okay, you had the finder this morning. Africa Today says, Yowa Overlord pushes for educational development. The Chronicle, Friends of Rivers urges government to protect road reservations. Youth Ministry, DTI signed 3-year pact to equip youth with industry skills, and the banner headline says government loses 200 million Ghana cedis in revenue to keep lorry fares low. The expose says demands, Adamus lawyers writes to the New Republic editor, demands front page retraction and apology or face court action. Bono Ahafo Echo says, Bufferstock regional manager enters race for NDC regional organizer. Discover says NPP's democracy under attack. Demonstration set for tomorrow.
Right.
Yeah, so a lot more. So there's a the insight. Has Kwabena Japan says Ghana must be, let me just, because the writing is not, Ghana must be re-engineered back to prosperity. That is according to Kwamna Ejepong.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll take you online now. 3news.com. Ghana fully supports the petition on slavery. Jamaica proposes to submit to King Charles III. That's according to President Mahama. Youth Development Ministry, Christian Council launched Sound Youth, Sound Nation initiative to tackle drug abuse. Ghana Airport Company Limited dismisses 2 car park workers for begging passengers for money. And we'll get into that story and a bit more in terms of Ghana National Association of Private Schools raised concerns over credibility of 2026 BC results. And Western Region, 4 dead, several injured after dynamite explosion in Aboso caused by a shot at a snake. This story, I'll have us share quick thoughts on. MyJoyOnline.com quickly. I said Unketia calls for state funding of party primaries, says 2014 one member, one vote exercise costs 14 million cedis. Also here, 1 year is enough to replace delegate system with one member, one vote. 4 killed, several injured in Aboso explosion. Airport company sacks 2 airport car park workers over passenger extortion. City Newsroom, economic emancipation is Africa's next battle. President Mahama to push for Caribbean inclusion. Okay, I think this is... Well, Selina Tamaklo still in prison despite acquittal. Kwachio Fusu. This is the updated ones, right? It said scrapping delegate system will increase cost of internal elections. GNCC, timely execution of 24-hour economy key to sustaining recovery. Western region, 4 killed, others injured in dynamite explosion at Aboso. Ghana Web, mother of 2 jailed for life for killing husband with broken bottle after quarrel. NPP's Alhaji Masawood sets a record straight on reports of snatching Fancy Gadam's wife. Former Guinea presidential officials concubine arrested in Ghana over Interpol alert. Achim Oda MC fined for cursing MP over Galamsey allegations. Fake soldier in lieutenant colonel's uniform reportedly arrested. Those are the details, right?
Yeah.
On that explosion at Abosu, I mean, who tries to kill a snake with a gun?
Irresponsibility.
When there are explosives in the area. I don't understand it. You've seen a snake. Yes, it's been terrorizing the community for some time. Why in God's name are you seeking to shoot at a snake when you can... Snake there, we've used sticks and stones to kill snakes for a very long time. What's innovation? What skill?
You who have been killing snakes.
No,
I mean, I know what you're saying.
How are you going about shooting at a snake and you ended up shooting at explosives and now 4 people are dead?
Ridiculous.
And several others are injured.
Ridiculous.
I mean, like when I heard the story since yesterday, I have failed to be able to understand how you are chasing a snake and you are shooting at it. Boom, boom, boom.
I mean,
it's irresponsibility.
Welcome to Patrice's country.
Welcome to my country. So that's the country that you find yourself in. And I just want to say one piece of thing that is, I'm piggybacking on what we spoke about, the journalism and all those things. There's somebody around here. No, just 1 minute.
You are taking us far back.
No, I'm not taking you far
back because I have to do this quick break.
I just
then
said,
we begin to talk about the latest.
Less than 30 seconds.
Right.
There's one person that you know who is a solid DJ with no business card. You announce him every day, mention him every day. He plays good music every day, but no business card to get onward business.
Let me go for this break. When I return, we'll get into concerns in relation to latest statistical service report on bribery, which is on the app. But quick breaks and then we return and get into all of those. This is still the 3FM Sunrise.
All right, so my name Black Rasta, and of course, the voice of the patriot, where we speak truth to power. Remember, here we don't criticize, but if we must, on only one condition, to build and not to destroy. That is why we say we have taken sides. We are not neutral. We are on the side of the truth, the headquarters of the truth. Subscribe and make sure you hit on the like button. And we would always be knocking on your door so you will feel the truth like fire. Mua fire. My name Black Rasta. All right, so my name Black Rasta, and of course, the voice of the patriot, where we speak truth to power. Remember, here we don't criticize, but if we must, on only one condition, to build and not to destroy. That is why we say we have taken sides. We are not neutral. We are on the side of the truth, the headquarters of the truth. Subscribe and make sure you hit on the like button. And we would always be knocking on your door so you will feel the truth. Like fire, more fire. My name Black Rasta. All right, so my name Black Rasta, and of course, the voice of the patriot, where we speak truth to power. Remember, here we don't criticize, but if we must, on only one condition, to build and not to destroy. That is why we say we have taken sides. We are not neutral. We are on the side of the truth, the headquarters of the truth. Subscribe and make sure you hit on the like button. And we would always be knocking on your door so you will feel the truth. Like fire, more fire. My name Black Rasta. All right.
Your urban lifestyle radio. Free FM Sunrise. Free FM Morning Show. Free FM 92.7.
Free FM Sunrise.
7:21. We're back here in studio, the rest of the team. But we're being joined by Wisdom Safo with our research desk because the Ghana Statistical Service, right, has issued a latest survey in terms of bribery in the country. You marry that with 2 airport workers being sacked for extortion, then really there's a story in our hands. And so, Wisdom, go on into you, and thank you very much for joining us as well. What is this latest we are hearing from the Statistical Service? They say more people are paying bribe, and I mean, you have the details, so let us have it.
Okay, so good morning, Mawena, and good morning to all our listeners. As you rightly mentioned, the current bribery rate or gift-giving tendency actually dwindled. It reduced by some 100,000 people compared to last year, but it's relatively still high. Last year, we had about 1.6 million people giving gifts, representing some 18.4%. But this year, we have 1.5 million people, meaning there was a 1.6 percentage points decline to some 16.8% in 2025. Now, if you look at the gender statistics, you realize that the prevalence is very high with that of men, with the tendency...
Means more men pay bribes as compared to women.
So if you take 10 men, about 2 of them are willing or are willing to take or give bribes when going through services. They want to get some services from our government agencies. So it stands at 1.2 million men, and for women we have 11.4%. That's around 327,000. The percentage gap is about 7.9 percentage points. So this is what it means. The prevalence means that if you take 10 women, let me just use 100. If you take 100 women, about 11 of them, are willing to give bribes for services. And if you take 100 men, about 19 of them are willing to give bribes. Then we move on to the gifts, or what they have been given. What are the things that they are offering as bribes? So money takes the top spot. So money remains king. So money accounted for over 3/4 of reported gifts. So actually, in 2024, it was around 85.2%. But this year, it has risen to some 87.5%. So all the gifts that are being given, if you take about 10 gifts, about 9 gifts are money related or cash. Yes, and for favors, 9%, also up from 4.4% from last year. And food and drinks, who give food and drinks for services? You have to
when we get to who is leading the way, the people will start sharing stories as to where food and drinks come.
Food and drinks, okay.
What kind of favors are we talking about?
So favors in terms of you are giving bribe. I want some service. I want it expedited. I want to be the first person, maybe cutting the queues, right? Or being let go. I've been stopped by a policeman in traffic. I'm running late. I want to give something small, right? And I'll go. 87.5 or whatever I'll give in terms of that gift to induce them will be money. Then 9% will be favors.
You give, so you promise to do something.
Give them money. Even it's momo cash.
No, because money is money, right?
Yes.
Money is money.
Take Momo on the streets.
I tell you, hey, well, I don't know. A lot of people.
You said you
You just said I tell you. Now you say I don't know.
Should I answer for you?
Well, you can
Yes.
do that.
Yeah, they
Yes.
do.
Yes.
Okay.
They take
Well,
Momo.
well.
I
That's
agree.
cool.
I
have
agree
not
with
seen
Patrice
with my
because
eyes,
I think we've seen a lot of publications in that
Yeah,
regard
I mean,
on social media.
for that and
But
and
the few is not enough to generalize.
Don't put the young man in trouble.
Okay.
Allow him to do his work.
Then we move on to this is very important because you realize that the money that they are given is not big. You realize that 51.6% of the people gave 100 Ghana cedis or less. So if you take maybe the people giving them money, about half of them are giving less than 100 cedis or just 100 cedis. Then 70.9% gave only once. That's what they are saying that.
how often they give bribes?
They give the bribe. They'll tell you they give it only once. But in statistics, we have something called response bias. And it will be that they want to withhold certain information from you and just tell you that, oh, it is only once. Maybe they'll be, they think you prosecute them or in it, something. So I think that will be a response bias. Then move on to the next slide, which talks about the willingness to give bribes. So we see in 2024, right? If bribery occurs if you are given, you accept it. So in 2024, despite an overall decline in bribery, right? As I said in the first slides, fewer citizens reportedly explicitly refusing a demand. So in the transaction, in the conversation between the briber and the bribee, let me just use that word, okay? You have to say, okay, I won't take the bribe. But in 2024, 8.5% of the people said they will not take the bribe.
Okay.
But that has declined significantly.
The other way around. So in 2025, 3.8 people say they will not take the bribe.
Okay.
Reported refusal to give gifts. Okay, so 8.5 people say that I will not take the bribe in 2024. But in 2025, it has reduced to 3.8. Okay. So it means that a lot of people are more accepting the bribes. Yes, they are taking the bribes. It has reduced. So the tendency is that men has reduced from 9.4% to 4.8%. And women reduced from 6.6 to 1.7. So a lot of people, a lot of people are taking the bribes. So if you offer the bribes, they are now willing to take it. Okay, yes, right, I don't know whether it's because of economic hardship. Papa Hughes, what do you think?
I won't say anything.
Well, I mean, it's you can't conclusively say economic hardship. At least we'll need a bit more in terms of a backing. Because I mean, someone is just sending a message, right, in relation to this and asking the question whether there are clear-cut lines between a gift and a bribe. And if yes, how clear it is, for instance, right? So you can have conversations. They have a definition. So we'll get there.
The police. Hey.
Okay, so we move on to the department agencies.
Prevalence.
And institutions leading the charge when it comes to number one is police.
So the police
MTTD.
is there twice.
Oh, actually, there's an improvement, but still they are taking the top spot.
What do you mean
Actually,
no, it's down from 61% to 50%.
The prevalence. And so there's about 7 percentage points drop here compared to last year, but it's still relatively high. About 53.6% of police MTTDs were reported taking bribe from.
So 2024 as compared to 2025.
2024 as compared to 2025. 2024 it was 61%, but 2025 is 53.6%. Then the second, number 2 on the list is police general duties.
So MTTD are the people you meet on the road.
On the road.
General duties when you go into the station and you want something done for you. When you want maybe your card is missing, you want a police report.
Yeah.
Those other things, right?
Things. So if you combine the two, you can do the calculations for yourself. So
that's all.
It's also down from some 46.7% compared to last year. So the top one, the number one is MTTD, number two is Police General
Let's
Duties.
put clarity to it. Those who are white.
The white is the MTTD.
The white and black, and then those who go for outdoor and funeral.
Yes. Outdoor and
It's
funeral.
not bribe. It's in some body.
Hey. Okay, you can.
Then
you can
there's
say that.
Gapoha.
And Ghana Port and Harbour Authority, and I was surprised. It's a new entry. So this is the first time they claimed the top 3 spots.
And then it should mean that
So there's something happening there that needs to be
astronomical, or
It's
you are surprised at the port.
no, they've not
I'm
made it
surprised.
into the report
I'm
before.
surprised actually.
Because
They've not.
We have put
I'm
a
talking to
veil
the
over
data.
them. Yes, you have put a veil. Ports should be number 1, not police.
The police is number.
No, port.
As for MTTD, no
The
doubt
police
about
is
it.
your friend.
No doubt.
The police
see,
is your
no
friend.
doubt about it.
You see, the police, they have a rapprochement with you. So when you get there, they are like, oh, hi.
Hi. Hey.
Onya, I said, call traders. Let them talk to you about ports.
Fair. Let's proceed.
So Morena, I want to give you the regional breakdown
Hey,
of
so scared.
which regions are leading the charge when it comes to because it will be natural for you to think that it will be maybe the Greater Accra regions and the southern areas.
No port in Ashanti region.
But
Okay.
the road,
So
where they carry things through the road.
Inland ports.
Yeah. So where traders carry their.
I'm pulling that.
No problem,
that
that's fine. So
briefly.
that has to do with the road on which they drive, the checkpoints that they reach before.
So what, if Accra is not leading the
yeah.
way, then which region
It
is?
is possible that it could be Accra. I'll doubt it if Accra does not, because just a road leading to Togo, the road leading to Burkina, and then to La Côte d'Ivoire. So this may be the point. So Western region may. I'm only hazarding. I mean, I don't.
Okay, so
Ellen Red Golu.
let's start the rank.
Okay.
So the number 1 here is the Bono East region.
Bono East.
Yes, the Bono East region, followed by the Bono East region leads with 27.6%. Then we go to the Bono region with 27%.
Okay.
Then we come to the Eastern region
Eastern region. Okay.
with 22.7%. Then we go to the OT region
Greater
with
Accra is not
21.4%. Greater Accra is not yet in. So number 4, OT region. Number 5, Western region with 21.2%. Then we go to the Upper West region with 20.9%. Then we go to the Savannah.
Those are Are we doing it from the bottom, or these are
from the top
regions
down.
The
which
top
will record
down.
The highest.
The highest
as in
tendency
bribe
of-
payment?
Yes. Yes. Then from that we go to Volta region with 19.9%. Still Accra is not in. Then we go to the Savannah
And then,
region with
what happens in the other regions
70.6%.
must be serious.
It's
So let me explain this.
Then it will explain a bit more, because if you are paying 100 cedis as bribe in the other regions, that's a huge chunk.
Exactly. So here's the
slow down. Is the Forestry Commission part of this?
So no, the Forestry Commission is not part of the top 10.
Is Customs part of this?
So customs
I think should fall
under the Ghana Ports.
And I'm asking this because
I think
The police also.
I'm asking that because when you're traveling out of town, you're carrying something small in your bucket, they will stop you.
The police also fall within the GAPOHES operation. So if we are looking at
that's a fair
including,
point. So we have to look at
customs
them
as well.
separately. We have
So
to look
they
at them
combined. I feel they look at it as an institution.
No, I disagree with Ghana Statistical Service.
Well,
This is not
we
comprehensive.
can't comprehensively
to
say
come to the
that they've
center so we
included
can-
they've
Yeah,
included
this is not
customs in
comprehensive.
this,
Yeah.
right? We can't comprehensively or emphatically say that customs has been included in.
Let me finish with the rank.
With
Then
the
we move
regions.
on to Volta region with 19.9%. Then we go to Greater Accra region now with 16.7%. Then we move on to Central region with some 11.5, Upper East 11.7, Northeast 9.0, and Western North with 9%. So these are the regional breakdown of the data.
So
that's that.
Gift giving and all that.
Gift giving. You tell us the report defined or tried to establish a distinction between gifting and bribery.
Yeah.
I'm interested in that because of that question which was asked. But let us know what you think as well as to this latest report. 053 220 0927 053 220-0927. I mean, this the latest, right? Police leading the way. I'm sure no surprises across the table.
Okay, so the definitions.
Okay.
Definition of concept: bribery. Bribery is giving, offering, or receiving something of value, money, a gift, or a favor in exchange for influence or action that violates a legal, ethical, or official duty, especially in dealings with a public official. In plain terms, paying something extra off the books to get what should be provided fairly.
Okay.
So that's bribery. That's their
bribery.
definition of bribery.
That's their definition.
And gifting.
So, yes. So gifting was not, the explanation of gifting was not given explicitly here. Yes, but bribery was.
So like you go to the institution, you're moving out, you give the security man something, or the person who helped you.
I mean, you're done. You've received the service, and you're leaving, and you say, "Oh, I mean, keep the change."
Or you somebody working so hard.
Yeah, you want to give.
And
the
you said,
person
"Chale,
something."
yeah."
So that's not bribery.
So this thing is it commensurate with the corruption?
Yeah.
The bribery thing, so corruption and police is there.
All within. I think.
So they defined corruption as well.
Oh, they defined
said
corruption.
Corruption, the misuse of entrusted power for private gain. It is a broader form than bribery, and includes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Broader form.
Yes, and includes
corruption will be at the
embezzlement,
top and bribery will be
misappropriation,
Yeah.
trading in influence, abuse of office, illicit enrichment, obstruction of justice, patronage, nepotism, and conflict of interest.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I think corruption will be up there. Bribery will be
But
one
the
of
police
the
is not the
main
most
things.
corrupt in Ghana.
But Mawena, I don't know what is driving this.
So it's a legitimate question.
What is really driving all this?
Did the report suggest in any way what is influencing the? Yes, although compared to 2024, there's a decline.
Yeah.
The report indicate what is influencing this. In any way, the report.
The report was not explicit on that. And as a statistician, if you are doing statistics, you just
Get the data
assumption. You do assume, but you can't confidently say that
This
it is
is
because of this
Yes, okay.
that is causing that. They said correlation is not causality. So
Looking at this food and drinks baskets, what am I seeing? Bread. What's the one?
Yeah, you see, let me share what colleagues have shared.
Tell me.
This is my personal experience.
That's
So,
okay.
Relax. I think DJ Phil should look for the song.
You understand?
Is it
So
wine?
sometimes you could be driving, and then there's food, and then your friends on the road will say, "Oh, farmer me." That also falls.
was it food stuff?
in
Maybe
line.
those flavors.
So sometimes when you're, hey, now, dokono no to ma unkwana, maybe you know, those sorts of things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Microphone.
Yeah, I'm saying that the truck driver who is carrying a load full of
Right.
rice
Beyond the axle.
the
axle levels.
will definitely have to part with a bag or two.
That's why I'm surprised that they said Accra is not leading, because we drive in Accra, we see.
And I wanted to
Perhaps that
one
will
thing
explain a bit more in terms of the regions.
When
as
we
well.
come back, I still insist that the police is not the most corrupt. We are missing the most corrupt people in this country.
Based on what?
Traders. Traders and artisans are the most corrupt. Cast your mind back. You would realize. Traders.
Why so?
Oh, are you talking about the Kalabule?
No, not
from the
Kalabule. So
Kalabule.
let me just break it down. Those who sell at the markets, tomatoes, onions, all those kind of things. You go buy tomatoes and you see the beautiful ones.
One Olonka, But
underneath it.
That's Kalabuli.
That's Kalabuli,
Clever
right?
bully.
Oh, okay, clever. Okay, all right, okay.
Clever bully, yeah.
They are the most corrupt. They'll sell you something that is rotten. You wouldn't see it until you reach home and open and you see that. Oh wow! They are the most corrupt and artisans. So you take your car to the mechanic and you ask him to buy a part, and even if it's not deteriorated or it's not spoiled, they'll tell you it's spoiled. They have to replace it. You give them money, they don't, because you don't have the capacity to go underneath the car to check. So they lie about a lot. They are the most corrupt. Go to Abusukai and see.
So
it comes up to a mindset.
Yes.
So we're going to buy. Well, a friend of mine was going to buy a vehicle. A friend who has now become a sister. We're going to buy a vehicle, and she had saved 160,000 and she wanted to buy a 4x4 or some home used vehicle. So I asked the guy that I want to test drive the vehicle. He was he didn't want to agree. Okay. So eventually he agreed that we can test drive the vehicle. He would sit at the back. Then we hit the road. I hit the brake. And then I started hearing fing. I said, So I said, this is autism. We ended up buying the vehicle at 100,000 because the vehicle was just everything. AC. He had fixed the AC, no bad song.
Corruption.
But where do you draw the line?
You see that's why I made the point as to it's a horrible disposition
The marketplace
to want to fleece your neighbor.
Yeah.
And I always tell people this story about how problematic the mindset of the Ghanaian worker is. Because I was growing up, I remember very well, Awoshi, NIC. I lived there for close to 5 years, right? And where I lived, there was always a problem with the face going off. Every time your face will go off, and then the ECG workers will come. So one evening they had gone off again. I was by the roadside buying oat. It's a woman who sells oat. By the roadside, when I get to NIC. And they were coming by to go and fix the same thing again. So I was blurting out that, what is it that one problem, every day you come back to come and fix it? You can't fix it once and for all for the people to be free. And there was an older man who was seated and also getting oat. And he made a comment which I have never forgotten. It stayed with me throughout. He says, Akolana odi juma yenye sa.
When they finish
as I said, we no chinawa samba be yebu sana ye juma. To it, I am a child. I don't understand how work is. You must fix it such that tomorrow you come and fix it again. And I couldn't understand. I couldn't come to terms with what he was telling me, that when there's a problem, don't fix it. Come and play around it so that tomorrow you come and fix it again. Then it looks like you are working. And
it's just like
for
those
me,
who say the justice system. I mean, if it works so slowly, if it works so swiftly, I mean, would lawyers make an honest living?
You can't develop a country with people thinking that the work you must not do it.
Look.
So if you can mirror this, so he explains why a road will be done. There'll be potholes, they'll patch it, and then weeks later, they'll go and patch it again. You can't develop a country with people with the mindset that you must work for there to be work to come and do again tomorrow.
What will you do tomorrow? If you do everything today, what will you do tomorrow?
But if you do it that way, you always be patching potholes. You always going to be fixing face-off.
There's a reason people don't take their vehicles to wayside mechanics. Because you go and tell him about your brake, he will fix the brake and destroy your headlight.
We call it matry makwe.
Yes. And then you have to bring the headlight back to him. He will fix it and then put the
police is not the
everything.
It is
everything. Everything.
Your point is well made. Yes. But I wanted to draw the line. Where do we draw the line? Because there's a thin line between exploitation and business.
Right.
Okay. I understand you brought in the lie aspect. Someone will tell you that I'm a businessman. Whatever I will do, which is ethical, to get money from you, I will do it. You call it exploitation. There's a thin line.
Use the keyword ethical.
Ethical. if it's ethical, I don't think it's exploitation.
Yeah,
I think
so
it's
what-
business.
No,
For the
you see,
market person-
ethics is what will not allow it to get into exploitation because
Yes.
ethics doesn't allow for
But
exploitation.
Yes.
even
Exploitation.
when it comes to ethics,
Yeah.
there's deontological ethics, teleological
Yes.
ethics, and situational ethics. There are various strands of ethics. You cannot just come and say that you are being ethical and trying to rip off people.
But
What is
Mabena,
the standard?
We don't have a statutory threshold for gifts. We currently heard the president talk about the code of conduct the code of conduct for political appointees, and we heard him mention 20,000 Ghana cedis.
As gifts should not go beyond the threshold of 20,000.
I mean, for his political
Yeah.
appointees. But if we benchmark that with other countries, you'll be surprised. Looks like Ghana is about 20 times how much countries like the US that is looking at $20 and $50.
Do they even pay taxes
And
on
Singapore,
those gifts? You are the statistics
that is
man.
$50. I mean, the EU is doing 50 euros. Australia is doing $100. Canada is doing 200. UK is doing 140 pounds.
3FM.
And in Ghana, we are doing 20,000 Ghana cedis,
Which
which is
translates to-
about $1,700 US. So, I mean,
peculiar problems requiring
We
peculiar
even have in our laws gift task
tax. Yeah.
Do they pay gifts?
It's an informal economy. It's an informal economy. It's very difficult to tax an informal economy.
Kofi Tano says, I also think journalists are corrupt in Ghana. He sends this message on Facebook.
I have explained the problems of
But
journalists.
Mawina, there's still the question hanging. Why are we still giving? Because I asked my colleagues, I've gotten some feedback from them, and they were like, see, if I let the police MTTD process me and send me to court, the process, the stress that he himself will go through, I should just give him the 100 cedis or the 50 cedis and go.
That is
scot-free.
where the spot fines
There's-
are supposed to come in. The MTTD boss,
Alex Obeng.
yes, I just wanted to get ACP was here, says that now no police officer has to even ask to see your license or take your license from
Yeah.
you or anything.
it's easier.
When
to-
you
Send
cross
videos circulating.
when you cross the traffic light.
No, he is working very, very
No,
effectively.
Yes, he is.
But he
I'm
has
saying it's
men
easier-
under him
It's easier said.
who are not making his
What
work.
technology is backing what he's saying to make it feasible?
I'm making the point. I'm making the
No,
point.
I'm saying
right?
what technology is backing some of these beautiful things we hear them say. Because you're saying that just show them the card, right? You show them the card or you give them a number. What technology do they have to verify?
You know Julius Nikwe.
How
right?
can they verify?
The DVLA boss, right? He showed me that
There's a system now.
There's a system. The police have a system that they can check your roadworthy, and you can actually check your insurance as well. So
Yes, as for the insurance,
star
one, I know.
920.
So
If you are-
is the
if you
next
are- if
is
you are
the
in
next
traffic-
is the next phase POS machines that are
So here
Look, they have the
here's
machines. They
what
No, I'm saying that is the next phase
For
POS
payments.
machines that are going to execute.
here's what's supposed
or
to
do
happen.
collections
Kay.
for spot fines
So
and things like
when
that.
when you cross a red light, the technology which has been introduced has been piloted, right? And a number of colleagues have received messages.
A photo would take you.
Yes. When you cross the red light, you receive a message
text
on your phone.
on your
that
phone.
You violated traffic regulations at
at
this
so and
stretch.
so at this
Click
time.
to see a video of what you did, and this is how much you pay. You understand? That is what has been piloted and must be rolled out. The question we have to be asking is, why after this pilot? Because when he sat here, he told us that the pilot has been done.
Yeah.
It is left with rolling out. Why is it not being rolled out? Who is preventing the rollout of the system
Mawina,
such
the
that you
rollout,
stop?
the prevention of the rollout is the solution itself. They say it is going to solve.
But the point is
ask
that,
any technology person.
But the
how
point is
feasible what they are saying?
No,
If what they are
because
saying is exactly
I
what
have
you're saying.
I have received that message before.
okay,
As a passenger.
Yeah, no. As
Because
a
a
passenger.
driver, you
relax.
picture this,
when
a
you
driver and a
go,
passenger.
yes, when you breach,
Cross
so
a red-
you
a
pay
red light.
what
Who
what the
receives
system.
the
No, so
notification?
here is the thing. who receives the notification is the vehicle owner. Right?
Yeah.
So every vehicle is registered to a person.
Fantastic.
That's why when you are doing home use and you sell and you don't go through the right channels
right
to transfer ownership, when a person is violating traffic regulations, you will be the one paying the fine per this system.
But why don't they use that to fight galamsey? Because the what do you call it?
I mean, it's
excavators and everything, they're registered in people's
Is
names.
it the vehicle owner who committed the offense?
Yeah, but it is
or
your
is it the
vehicle.
vehicle?
It's
your vehicle, but you are
vehicle.
not the offender.
No.
So,
what I believe is that we must start from somewhere.
If you want to make an insurance claim, for example,
If I give you my phone and you use my phone as a weapon to strike Helen here,
Hey,
is the phone?
Poor Helen.
Sexy don don.
It is you
Sexy
who
don don.
use the phone.
No.
It comes back to you.
I'm coming. Sexy don don. Do you know why Sexy don don's trial is keeping on? Sexy don don. Somebody used his ID card to register something. Sexy don don.
Yeah.
You remember Sexy don don?
The murder of the MP and all of that. So the system,
It comes
where
to you. Don't care who is driving.
the question,
You own it. You have the
question
liability.
I will ask is, why hasn't the system been rolled out? Because there are colleagues in the office who've received the pilot message that you violated traffic regulation here. We are here. We are having a conversation as to what Wisdom was saying was, if you don't do it, the police will process you. Fines are supposed to take care of some of these traffic regulations. A system has been introduced to deal with it. Why is it not being rolled out?
There's a lot of money
so that we can stop wasting everybody's time. When you cross, go. You receive the message. Why elsewhere in China, were they not introducing
even in the UK
ratings that when you don't wear your seatbelt, your what's the name? Your ratings as a good citizen, you'll be dwindling, and you will get to a point where it will affect your credit ratings.
Let's tell Mawina. Helen has the answer.
Ask Helen. Ask Helen in the UK. You can offend the traffic regulations. Go and park the car. They will find you and put the yellow tickets in a plastic bag and keep it. It will be there. It will be there. It will be there.
So that's what this system which has been brought in is supposed to do.
Patrice,
If I say the reason, I am the one. Please tell them the reason is not
You go and park the car underground.
Oh, Helen.
Park the car underground.
Once the car is registered in your name,
Patrice, don't say I'm in cahoots.
Do you know why
with
the
your
fine
agenda.
system will not work?
we have to do.
I want to
The
make
reason
a
why
case for myself.
the fine system will not work effectively is because if you don't change the mindset, it will go back to square one. Look, if you bring the fine, let's say 50 cedis, right? And the mindset is still there about taking and receiving gift. And you'll be like, give me 40 cedis and go your way. You will pay the 40 cedis.
Here is where I think that will not happen, because you see, with the system, and I'm speaking in relation to the system which has been introduced, it doesn't need human interface.
There'll be human involvement, Mauna.
Here's the point I'm making: that it doesn't. At least
you are not in the villages. You are not in the on the highways.
So let me give you an answer to your
there.
question. If you are given commission on the number of arrests you make, you definitely arrest a lot more people, and your commission will go higher.
Yeah.
So if the police arrest 50 people, he gets, let's say, 20% commission or 30% commission. If you arrest 1,000 people, you get 80% commission. When you add a commission to the number of arrests, they'll do that.
Right. Fair enough. We have to do sports. I'm just going to read a few more of the messages that have come through. This one from William Nyako on Facebook says, good morning, Mawina and colleagues. What more do some Ghanaians expect President Mahama to say about a third term? He made it clear as far back as last year in Malaysia that he will not contest again. So why the constant noise? President Mahama is not the greedy man some assume him to be. Imagine what the NPP could have done with the absolute control of parliament in Ghana. Let us allow the president the peace of mind he deserves to govern effectively.
Yeah, I agree with the last one. The peace of mind he deserves to govern effectively.
Eric in Michelle Camp says, good morning, gentlemen. The kind of corruption happening at the port needs to be studied. This is not small amount too. The lease is 500 cedis. Eric at Michelle Camp. So you can as well share a message with us. 053-220-0927. 053-220-0927. Let's do sports. Murtala is here.
I think these days I would have to wait for you guys to wrap up before I come in, because I was just sitting behind when Johnny was setting an example of how the London traffic. He was actually pointing to Ellen. Ask Ellen. Why didn't you say ask Mutala? Ask Helen. Ask Helen. Johnny kept saying ask Helen. Ask Helen. When you were in London, ask Helen. Whilst I was sitting behind, he never said ask Mutala.
I brought somebody across. Yeah.
No, Johnny, this is the second time you are doing this. So yesterday when we were talking about people parking their cars, you never included me.
No. Tell us about the UK system.
Oh no,
Japan. But you've already spoiled the fan.
He was in Japan.
Okay. All right. South Africa. Tell us about South Africa.
Johnny, but I like what the gentleman was saying, that I've seen it being done several times. For someone that grew up in the barracks, my whole life, my father was a police officer, so I know the system. What he was saying is something we need to take into consideration. If somebody has to pay 50 cedis and you tell him to pay 30 cedis, the person feels, me to 30 now, something cool. 15 in there.
15 in there.
Let's now get into some sports here on 3FM Sunrise. My name is Mutala Yakubu. A lot will be coming up this morning because we'll be listening to Samoa Jan on his take concerning the stadium attendance at the Women's WAFCON that is currently ongoing in Morocco. Also, Ghana football legend Mohamed Polo has spoken about the situation of Benjamin Asare at Hartlepool. But Gophers always has a message for us. They say that they are supporting women's football to the core. Let's listen to them. So Gophers has a message for us, and they say that women's football is at the pinnacle of everything that they do, and they are supporting the Black Queens, especially to get a victory at the Women's Africa Cup of Nations, which is ongoing. The Black Queens are actually expected to play a very, very important game this week, that is Thursday. But Gophers Ghana, they say champions. And on match day, they are shaped by belief, opportunity, and the support of those who stand beside them every step of the way. As football takes center stage around the world, Gophers proudly continues its more than 2 decades of support for the Ghana Football Association and Ghana football at large, backing our national teams and helping grow the game. Go Black Queens, go Gophers, champion in women's football and inclusion, creating enduring value beyond money. That is what Gophers are saying. Let's start off with Ivory Coast, who have turned to a familiar face in their quest for more continental success. Now they have reappointed Hervé Renard as their head coach, and his first assignment would be against Ghana in the Africa Cup of Nations qualifier in September, and that is a big one for them. Moving on, Heart to Folk legend Mohamed Polo has praised goalkeeper Benjamin Asare for his 2026 World Cup performance, whilst urging the shotstopper to seek a fresh start away from the locals. In Polo made this assessment during the Broom Honest Legend dinner that came off last Friday.
As at now in Ghana, I'm a footballer, and this is my work I'm doing as a footballer, because apart from football, I don't do any work at all. So I think this is the time I have the right decision to prove to the Ghana people that yes, I can make it or I can do it. Because once it's my job, I must prove it anywhere. So because of the love and the way they cherish me, every place I go, they have fans there. So me too, I think it's better good for me to prove myself in the national. As at now, just expecting more, because as at now I cannot say I can expect this or this, but just we have a life, we have everything, so just expect more from me.
That is actually Benjamin Asare there talking about his situation at heart. Let's now listen to Mohamed Apollo speaking about Benjamin Asare.
Yeah, I think he has spoken for the local players in the system, that if you work very hard, you have a lot of opportunity. And we saw what happened, even though he was not the number one, but something happened, and he has to come and show what is made of. And so I think God has spoken. Is growing, so he needs to look for a better life for his future. As usual, if he goes, there is nothing wrong with that, because he has served the best that he can. That is why he has got this chance, and this opportunity should not be let. He should not let it go.
Ghana football legend Mohamed Polo speaking about Benjamin Asare, who might leave the club. But as it stands, Benjamin Asare is back at Heart to Folk and training with them ahead of the new season. Still on the local scene, new Mediama SC signing Safiano Osman has reviewed that joining the Move and Yellow was one of the toughest decisions of his career, admitting he had already begun talks with Heart to Folk before Mediama made a move. The midfielder says consultation with his family, coupled with Mediama's qualification for continental football, ultimately convinced him to choose the Takwa-based club.
Sefa called me. Wow, the Kutanko need my service, and had to think, and that time to have been doing negotiation with Hasselfolk, and they called me first, and have been thinking. So choosing Mediama was very difficult for me. Had to consult a whole lot of people, so it was a very difficult decision I took. First, I consult my dad, and according to my dad, he chose Hasselfolk. And I consult my auntie, and my auntie chose Mediama as well, because they qualified for Africa. She's looking at
the prospects, and then the possibility of you
possibility. So they all combined, came together, and all finalized, me coming to Mediama.
Safiano talking about how he ended up at Mediama. Black Stars legend Asamoah Gyan says he believes the media has a key role to play in boosting attendance at the 2026 Women's Africa Cup of Nations. Now, according to Ghana's all-time leading top scorer, greater collaboration between journalists and technical stakeholders is essential in increasing public interest and filling stadiums during the tournament.
It all depends on you the journalist. You know, sometimes the more you share the story out there, the more people will know, because we are the playing body. You are the people who share the news outside there. So it will depend on how you're gonna promote it, you know, because everything is all about promotion right now. You know, you can do whatever you have to do, but when you don't promote it well, it doesn't go that far. You know, so this one, I think I have to throw that question to you so that we can also work hand in hand, you know, to be able to do it. For example, this tournament that is going on right now, we have to promote it well. It can be done every year for people to understand the projects, what we have to do. So when somebody is even at home, these young ones, they know, oh, okay, by next year, there's this tournament going on. I'll prepare myself. I want to be a football player. And that is where you have people, that is where you get the talent, you know. So it's all about hand in hand. We the technical people and then the journalists, we can work hand in hand and then put the gospel out there.
That is Ghana football legend, Ghana's all-time top scorer, Asamoah Gyan. Let's get into Morocco, but before that, Goldfields has a message for Ghanaians.
Champions are not made on match day. They are shaped by belief, opportunity, and the support of those who stand beside them every step of the way. As football takes center stage around the world, Goldfields proudly continues its more than 2 decades of support for Ghana football, backing our national teams and helping grow the game. Goldfields, creating enduring value beyond mining.
From the Black Stars, the Black Queens, the Black Challenge, the Women's Premier League, Goldfields has remained committed to the growth and development of football in Ghana, supporting Ghana football since 2005. Goldfields, Ghana proudly stands behind the Black Queens, the Women's Africa Cup of Nations, that is the WAFCON, and wishes them continued success as they continue to inspire the nation and make Ghana proud. Goldfields creating enduring value beyond mining. Let's get into the WAFCON proper, because Ivory Coast have booked their place in the quarterfinals of the Women's WAFCON that is currently ongoing after it had a 2-1 victory over Tanzania in Casablanca. The Lady Elephants secured 7 points from their 3 group matches and remain unbeaten, completing a strong return to the continental tournament after a 12-year absence. Elsewhere in Group B, South Africa are through to the quarterfinals, also with a 1-0 victory over Burkina Faso. A first-half strike from Tembi Katlana proved decisive as Bayana produced a disciplined performance to keep their title hopes alive. The victory sets up a mouth-watering quarterfinal showdown with host Morocco as South Africa continue their quest for another continental crown. Here is the most valuable player in that game, Tembi Katlana.
I think it's the confidence that comes from the team. The better the team plays, the better I play. And I think as a striker, you always need to be in the right areas. And in those 2 moments, I was in the right areas for the team to score the goal.
3FM.
To be honest, I think for us, we had the mandate coming from South Africa 1 game at a time. And it has been clear. We just passed through to the next round. I think now the mandate is to obviously face Morocco in the quarterfinals, and we take it from there.
Bayana striker Tembi Katlana, who scored the only goal for them to qualify for the next stage of the competition, that is the quarterfinal. Speaking after the game, the battle for a place in the quarterfinal will continue today with already eliminated Egypt in Group C taking on Nigeria, who must produce a convincing performance to keep their hopes alive. Meanwhile, surprise package Malawi also faced Zambia in another decisive encounter, with Malawi needing just a point to qualify, while Zambia must claim all 3 points and hope Nigeria fail to get the result that they need to stop them from progressing. And let's take another message from Goldfields, who say for more than 2 decades, Goldfields Ghana has proudly supported Ghana football, standing behind the Black Stars and now the Black Queens, Black Challenge, and the Women's Premier League. As Ghana national teams continue to inspire the nation and pursue excellence, Goldfields remains proud to support the dream, aspiration, and future of Ghana football, empowering through football. Goldfields creating enduring value beyond mining. Let's now turn our attention to what is happening outside of the country. Where Chelsea boss, that is Xabi Alonso, says he is delighted to have Mykhailo Mudryk back in the squad, praising the winger for his hard work behind the scenes. The Ukrainian has rejoined the club for the preseason tour after settling his doping case with the Football Association. Mudryk has not featured for Chelsea since November 2024, when he was previously suspended following an adverse test for the banned substance, that is meldonium, and his manager Xabi Alonso says he is delighted to have him back in the squad.
And we are thrilled that Misha could be with us. We are thrilled, and I think that you could see his smile, how great feeling was for him to be part of a team, because he's been a long time training on his own. And fitness level, we will see. But he has been working hard, and now it's about trying to get to do things, passing the ball to teammates, having to integrate in the dynamic. But the first feeling from everyone, we are happy that he's back with us in the team.
So in the camp of Chelsea, midfielder Moises Caicedo says he hopes Enzo Fernandez remain at the club, stressing that his presence will be a huge boost for the team ahead of the new season.
I love Enzo. He knows I have a lot of respect for him, because as we know, the player he is, not just a player, he's a great person. I want him to stay, but I'm not gonna talk about that, because if he stay here, he's gonna be massive for us. So yes, I just want the best for him, and for sure he gonna think, and he gonna do what is best for him.
That is Moises Caicedo, and that brings us to the end of the sports updates here on 3FM. Now you can get more on our socials at 3 Sports GH. Remember that Goldfields Ghana is supporting the Black Queens and supporting women's football, and that would actually be a huge boost to the Queens, who will be playing on Thursday to see if they can qualify for the quarterfinals. My name is Mutala Yakubu. The show continues after this.
on 3FM Sunrise. The big conversation on 3FM Sunrise.
And if you check your time, it's some 25 minutes after 8 here on Sunrise on 3FM 92.7, your urban lifestyle radio. We're also live on Kesme 107.1 in Tamale across the world. We're on www.3news.com, and you can also join us on our Facebook page. WhatsApp number is 053-220-0927. That's 053-220-0927. You can also join us on X and Instagram at 3FM 927. Ebo Bachman is a Deputy Director of Communications for the United Party. Malik Adama is a National Communications Member of the NDC. Derek Ejekum is a National Communications Member of the NPP, and Mark Ewusi-Ako is a convener for Election Watch Ghana. Gentlemen, good morning and thank you very much indeed for your time. How are you doing?
Good morning, Johnny. Good.
Derek,
Good
this
morning, Johnny.
red hat, democracy under attack. What is happening?
A very good morning to your good self and then your listeners and viewers out there.
Right.
I'm in this kept because tomorrow the New Patriotic Party and all Ghanaians are demonstrating against this government.
Is Ebo going to be part of it?
All Ghanaians. Yes.
Oh no! Allow the man to ventilate it. Go ahead, Derek.
Johnny, our democracy is under a serious attack.
How do you mean?
When we pay attention to the happenings in our country currently, I believe that the human rights activist, the human rights lawyer, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, His Excellency the former president, under the authority of his then boss, His Excellency John Adekum Kufuor, when he was the Attorney General, took steps and eventually repealed the criminal libel law that prevented journalists from being arrested. And that is how come, Johnny, yourself, from 2020 to 2024, the Johnny's bite was so huge in this country.
It didn't negate the fact that I was chased.
But you
many
were not
times.
arrested.
Nkandapa,
No, you were not arrested.
Captain Smart was arrested. Bobby was arrested. Should I give you a list of the people?
No, but Bobby Ansa was arrested because he was invited to assist in investigation allegations he had made. And today, this morning, a TikToker has been arrested because yesterday.
Should I tell you that because of some of the views I had, I'm standing trial in courts?
Yes,
should I tell you that?
No, but Johnny, if you allege, you must be able to prove it.
Fantastic.
Exactly. So if somebody says the vice president is incompetent, should the person be arrested?
The president's wife.
The vice president is incompetent.
The president's wife at that time, right, was somebody mentioned his name on Radio XYZ, and it was supposed to be a civil matter, and it was made a criminal matter. It was picked up. We have gone through it. Ameswale died under witness protection.
But
under President Akufo-Addo, human rights lawyer.
Johnny, can you compare the happenings of today to then? I am not saying that.
Ahmed Swale's family should be excited.
I'm not saying so.
But what are you saying?
I'm not saying so. But let's pay critical attention to the Rambo style, the ambush. I mean, someone posted a video to make an inquiry, seeking for clarification, and to date, the person is still behind bars. Can same be said about previously? We had people saying worse things. John Dramani Mahama himself called Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and Achim people Sakawa boys. In our local parlance, we all know what Sakawa means. But he referred to the president and his people as Sakawa boys, and he was working a free man.
When Nana Addo called Professor Mills, Professor Doolittle.
No, but Doolittle.
Gabi called him a poodle.
No, Professor
a dog.
No,
a species of a dog.
So you see, no problem. Professor Doolittle, it is not an insult.
Come to equity with clean hands.
We are coming with clean hands, Johnny. We are coming with clean hands. Let's pay critical attention to what is happening currently. You see, my problem is that when we hurt people so much and then they are wounded, when they are retaliating, they do worse. And that is why we are crying. That look, it is. We have come to a point in time where at certain point in time, some of these things must stop.
What was the MPP's answer to fix the country?
But we're to fix
I have
ourselves.
not invited anybody. I'm asking.
I was just helping.
I'm asking.
No,
Derek.
but if you are expecting that Greater Accra is dirty and the government should clean Greater Accra, you as a person should stop dumping refuse.
And then when the pushback came, you said we are fixing it, and you sent Dr. Bamian to come and give us 77 points.
No, but Johnny, how is that conversation even related to somebody calling the vice president incompetent?
It is democracy.
Yes.
Democracy is what is allowing you to be here to ventilate your issues.
Yeah, that is why we are crying. We don't want it to get to a point in time where I'll come and sit here, share an opinion or a view, and the next morning, my room is ransacked and I'm being chased out. Look at what happened to Sir Obama Opokwase. Look at the trauma his children went through. Look at what happened to the former governor of Bank of Ghana. You can invite people. Nobody's saying that. Let me make my point. Let me make my point.
When you make some of these comments, I practice as a journalist. Ajafo, you remember him? Ajafo, his office at East Legon with 3 other journalists because he had said something about Kandapa. They were picked up, hanged in the BNI cells, according to them. We didn't know where they were. Prince Minka, PRO of Gold Board, his home was ransacked. Should I give you... Look, I know what we have gone through, and I know what some of us... So don't come to us with this narrative.
That is why you must join hands with us, because you are not happy about... You see, this is not a matter of NDC is doing it, that's why we are making it look bad.
No.
But you see, let's set the right precedents. Okay. Let's set the right standards. Let's set the right status quo. Because I say that, even if it takes 100 years, at some point in time, the NDC will leave office.
Right.
People are determined to pass their pain onto their generations. And that is why some of us are worried. That's why some of us are crying. It is not a matter of MPP, NDC. It is a matter of we saving our democracy. It is that same democracy that permits the 4 of us to sit here this morning to have a conversation. I don't think when the criminal libel law was in place, we would have had these opportunities to come and sit here and have these conversations and then point out to the government what is right and what is wrong. What hurts me so much is this morning that a female makes a live video yesterday, calls the vice president incompetent. Because I have said it countless times that what is the vice president even do? What is her role in this even government? So the next morning I should be picked up that I call the vice president incompetent. This is some of the things that we must put a stop to it. At some point in time, these things must end.
Was it basically calling the vice president incompetent?
That is all that it's been said about the conversation. That's what she said yesterday on TikTok Live. You see, at some point in time, Johnny, these things must end. You were not happy about it. They did it to you, and some people were silent. They are doing it to other people, and other people are saying, a time will come, they'll come for my brother or they'll come for a boob, and there'll be nobody to speak for them. And that is why the worry is. It's not about MPP, it's not about NDC, it's not about GUM, it's not about CPP. Okay. It's about we saving the democracy of Ghana. The democracy that permits me to walk from Adenta to wherever, and nobody's chasing me, nobody's attacking me. That is the problem. Okay. That is why we are worried.
Mark, is democracy under attack?
Well, I think I share an opposing view from what my brother...
Oh, but I don't expect otherwise.
Oh, come on. I mean, let me make my point from what he has said. A democracy that...
He is free to disagree with you.
He's free to disagree with
yes.
me. A democracy that is under attack should be one in, let me say, Togo, where one particular family have mortgaged the entire country for over years, where after every 4 years they strategically go.
Is Togo the standard?
So Togo can never be a standard.
Yes.
So if the MPP is saying that Ghana's democracy is under attack, then I want them to compare our democracy to that of Togo. They can compare our democracy to that of Cote d'Ivoire, where a single person have ruled for 3 consecutive terms and seeking to go for the 4th term. You understand? He has strategically, placed his people within all the institutions, and they're making him feel as if he's the superpowerful person. That is what the MPP, I think, is looking at. Look, if you're talking about free speech,
but the MPP also have a right to be able to say that, look, what you are doing to people who are aligned or who are attached to us is not fair. Do they lose that right because they are in opposition?
They do not lose that right. But you see, what makes democracy a democracy is when people are held accountable, when people are made to account for their stewardship. I believe it is what this government is doing. That people who held office in the previous administration should be given the opportunity
to account to the good people what they have done. Going after them, especially those who mismanage the country's funds, I don't think amounts to an attack on our democracy. What are the institutions that we think have been under attack? Is it the media? Is it the Ghana police? Which of the institutions are they talking about?
But when you arrest people and then you give them exorbitant bail conditions that they could possibly not meet, then that is not fair, is it?
I don't think they can arrest me, Mark, and give me that exorbitant bail condition. It depends, and it's based on the crime that I have committed. You don't expect someone to commit a crime worth 55 million and we ask him to go and bring 1 million bail.
You are innocent until proven guilty.
Of course, yes, you are innocent until proven guilty. But for you to be granted bail, you need to meet certain conditions. And this is not to mean that the person is bringing a fiscal cash. He's not bringing a fiscal cash. He's bringing landed property. That's worth that amount of money. But you see, the judiciary is even doing something wrong. And I am not saying this because MPP. Yes, you see, when you arrest someone and you want to give the person a bail condition, I know for a fact that if you are asked to bring a property of a landed property, that property must go through thorough checks from the Ministry of Lands
to say that it belongs to you.
Yes.
Indeed.
To see whether it belongs to you indeed. We hear they give them bail and the following day they are done. But it takes like 2 to 3 days for you to be able to go through to do the checking whether the property belongs to that person. What is your joy
that your brother stays behind bars?
A friend of mine was arrested. You understand? And this is the condition we found ourselves in. We went to the lands. You don't even go there yourself. It's a court that rises to Lands Commission. It took us 2 weeks for them to produce that document.
And your friend was behind
bars? How come politicians are arrested and within 2, 3, 4 hours they're able to go through all these processes and they confirm that the document they brought belongs to person A or person B? Why are we choosing people over others? Aren't we all Ghanaians?
Okay. Malik, step in for me. Is our democracy under attack? Why are you tormenting the MPP? Use this one. So, Mark can have this.
Thank you. We are not attacking democracy.
You are tormenting the MPP.
No, we are not tormenting them, and we are not attacking them. Absolutely no. You know, but we have to sanitize. This particular Mama One or Mami One, that's the name of the lady. If you remember, she was initially arrested on 22nd of July. Insulting the president and then the wife of the president, even attacking them, making comments that bail. Both of us cannot make. And she was granted a bail. And then she repeated the same yesterday. You see, we are not. But what is happening currently, sincerely speaking, we've never seen that kind of insult before. We've never. So what I'm trying to say is it that the MPP are promoting their grassroots to be insulting our rank and file?
You cannot say that. That's not their party's. That's not their party's position. The general secretary, the
question
chairman.
I asked. Does it mean just because most of them, when they are done or when they finish and they are on bail, they go to their candidate and go and visit the candidate?
Which candidate is that?
That's a
Dr. Baumia.
Yes, and you know,
what is wrong with Dr. Baumia?
The wrong is that
hugging people. What's wrong with that?
So, what kind of advice does Dr. Baumia give them when they go to him?
Are you privy to that the conversation they have?
Because this Mami repeated it. He went in first and he went and visited Baumia, but she came and repeated the same thing. So, what kind of advice? What kind of advice?
Maybe Dr. Baumia gave advice and said, "Don't do that again." But
you repeat it. So who is behind?
So why are you putting the blame on Dr. Baumia?
I did not. I asked a question. What kind of advice? What kind of advice does their candidate
How can we make it comfortable for the NPP and all those who are aggrieved and suggesting that our democracy? How do we make it comfortable for them?
Let me tell you. Even the freedom of speech, it comes with a responsibility, which you know.
Right.
You don't go beyond some boundaries.
That's right.
You cannot. Because it's a freedom of speech. It's not freedom of insult. It is freedom of speech.
Right.
So you speak your mind. You accuse. You speak whatever. But you don't insult. You don't even not necessarily attack. You don't wish or you don't promote violent to people. You don't promote evil, you don't promote death. As most of them we saw promoting death to the president and president's wife.
No.
You don't
relax,
do that.
Relax.
I'm relaxed.
I'm relaxed. I'm asking you how we can make the situation better.
By sanitizing it. One.
By arresting people, by
if
keeping
you go
them
beyond the
behind,
line, you will be arrested. Should we leave it to continue because of freedom of speech? Insult everyone. Should we leave it? Somebody has his facts wrong, which you just alluded to. And then stayed behind bars over the weekend.
In the morning.
That is Bobby Ansah had his facts. Sorry, Mensa Thompson had his facts wrong and even apologized. But he slept behind the bar for 3 days for having his facts wrong and even corrected himself. But he slept behind the bars under the MPP. You spoke about Bobby Ansah when he alleged that the first and second lady, there is a plot somewhere that they wanted to take or whatever. He also went behind the bars. Over the weekend, he slept for about 4 days before he was sent to court and he had a bail. Just basic.
But you promised us a reset. Why are you repeating the same things that push the MPP into opposition? I know Ebo is boiling, but I'm asking you my questions.
The reset is that, one, we have to sanitize the country. Children must respect. There is a limit. You don't go beyond.
Right.
That one, we will not tolerate.
Okay.
If they push their people to come out and then
when you say if they push their people,
do you know why I'm saying that? None of them.
Who do you suspect is pushing anybody to come?
Do you know why I'm using that word?
You know.
They always defend and say it is freedom of speech. They always do that.
Who and who have been defended?
All the MPP communicators. All the MPP communicators. They do that. It's a freedom of speech. It's a freedom of speech. Telling somebody that you will slaughter the head, you will push for them to do it, and they will say it's a freedom of speech. Is that a freedom of speech?
Okay. Ebo? Is our democracy under attack?
Once again, I've told you people that MPP is one of our major problems.
Like you were there.
Unemployment.
You were there.
And Galamsey and other problems we have. You see,
why are you likening the MPP to Ghana's biggest problems?
It's one of our problems. Now you understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
You understand why I'm saying so?
I'll keep quiet and listen to you.
Yes. Of all the rights we have.
But Derek will have a rebuttal.
Yes. Of all the rights we have as a people, the most important one is right to life.
Right.
Because if you don't live, you can't speak.
That's right.
Dead people don't speak. In 2020 elections, 8 people lost their lives.
Right.
As Ghanaians.
Right.
What did the MPP do about it?
We didn't account for it, actually.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Right to life, people's life taken away from them. Nothing was done about it. Democracy was not under attack.
2.7.
A whole constituency, SAL, was denied representation in parliament for 4 years. 4 years, and the MPP.
But that was not the Electoral Commission is an independent body.
Under MPP government.
But the Electoral Commission is independent.
Police is arresting people. They say they say democracy is under attack. Electoral Commission denying a whole constituency representation in parliament for 4 years. Democracy was not under attack.
Was it Nanado's doing? It was not his doing.
I'm coming. I'm not done. Democracy is about the people. You wanted to pass a law, a tax law. The people say we didn't like it. E-levy. You passed it. And what even made it worse is that in the course of passing the law, you sneak into parliament someone who is not an MP, impersonated someone.
We don't know that for.
Oh no, but that is a fact. That is a fact. An impersonator.
You say Adjo Asafo was not in parliament.
She was not in parliament. She herself said it. She said it. You MPP people. You send somebody who is not an MP to impersonate an MP in parliament to be part of a process that passed a bill to become a law. I pay the tax. You pay the tax.
You should put that at the doorstep of Speaker Bagbe.
No, so I'm talking about MPP, the leadership of MPP. They took that person to parliament, and they are talking about democracy was not under attack. That's what I'm saying, that they've become one of our major problems. Your finance minister, former finance minister,
Ken Oforiatta.
One of the cornerstones of democracy is accountability. After serving this country, he has run away. Now we are struggling to bring him back to come and account for his stewardship. And you are saying democracy is not under attack.
He went for medical checkup.
You see, that's what I'm saying. See, if I can go on and on and on and on.
He went for medical checkup.
The point I'm making is that...
Are you denying that he went for medical checkup?
But even in the letter, he lied. He gave us the date he will be leaving and the date he will come back. And he lied. He didn't come back.
Mr. Kofi Mentor says because of the way you people have determined to deal with him.
No, I mean...
If he had his own way, he would not tell him to come back.
No. But he has run away. Simply put,
he has run away. How?
He has run away. When he was leaving, he knew he was running away, but I couldn't have written it down that I'm running away. So he said, I'm going for medical checkup. And he ran away. We are still struggling to bring him. You have to spend money to bring him. You see, the point is that even in respect of right to speech.
You brought Sedina and freed her.
Freed Sedina?
Yeah.
Who freed Sedina? Or who freed Sedina?
The courts.
Oh.
We spent a lot of money to bring her back.
In fact, we should rather have a problem with the Attorney General then, Godfrey Dami and his team, for doing a very poor work.
Oh, Ebo.
For imprisoning somebody who shouldn't have even spent a day in court. Per the ruling of the appeals court. No, if you're a lawyer, especially if you're a lawyer or a student of law, and you have read the judgment and you still hold the view that the woman deserved to be in prison, then I don't know why you are a lawyer.
Okay.
And I don't know why you are even spending your money to go to law school. You see, the point is that the point I'm making is that even in respect of free speech,
go ahead.
I ask the MPP people all the time, and I ask Derek, the things these young men and women have been doing on TikTok, will he do it in front of his children? If you have children, will you do it in front of them? You think because of freedom of speech, people should just they should do TikTok live or whatever and say all manner of things to elderly people. Insult, sometimes not even insult. They threaten people. And you said they are allowed to go scot-free. But who passed this cyber law, the law that is dealing with them? It was not MPP, Akufo-Addo that was...
You certainly are not happy about the going events.
You said he just said it. MPP Derek said that they abolished...
So don't pick on the man.
Criminal libel law.
Right.
Then you pass another law that should deal with what is happening. And the police is doing its work. You see, police institutions' role is within the confines of the Constitution.
That's right.
And so whatever they are doing, it is within the four walls of democracy.
But if you read,
they've not gone beyond that.
If you read Article 296, it talks about discretion and not applying the law with whimsically and capricious.
And what I mean, ask me this morning, Derek. Do you think Derek and I, if we were to be under military rule, will have the opportunity to come and sit here?
No.
Why are we sitting here? It's because of democracy.
Media pluralism.
So why are you saying democracy is an attack?
Which was brought to you, Ketsi Nana Akufo-Addo, as Attorney General.
When people demonstrated against Galamsey, Ghanaians who felt Galamsey was killing us or is killing us, and so they saw the need to demonstrate against Galamsey. Were they not beaten? Were they not put behind bars? A friend of mine, Killian Komashi, I will never forget. He said his prison room number was 16. The guy had just gone to church on Sunday and he was going home.
The gentleman, the white
guy, he was arrested and was put behind bars. He was sent to Insawam.
My own Helena Piampofo, she had to flee for her life.
So what are you talking about? So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. The MPP has become in government. You couldn't manage this country. Okay. You misgoverned. Okay. You looted everything. In opposition, you don't know how to be in opposition.
Okay. So
what must we do to them?
Relax.
No, but it's annoying sometimes. Honestly speaking.
Relax.
When there are critical issues to talk about, bread and butter issues. I mean, electricity,
we'll talk about electricity.
And look, this demonstration.
Relax.
Democracy and
relax.
Coming from MPP.
Relax.
How about some
Derek?
Johnny,
let me give you a right of rebuttal, and it is to only you.
Yes, I graciously last academic year, I studied criminal law. I've read the entirety of Act 29, Criminal Offences Act 1960.
Right.
there's no single section in Act 29 that criminalizes insult. And so the conversation that people are insulting people and so they should be invited by the police and what have you has no basis in our laws. Except, of course, you insult a chief or somebody who's occupying a stool. And so I do not want to hear any NDC person who are beneficiaries of insult. Johnny, you and I will bear witnesses of the fact that before the acts and actions of Kevin Taylor, we were not tolerating insults in our politics.
So I sit on a skin. Have been insulted by many people. You can
take under the Chief Taxi Act. Under the Chief Taxi Act, you can take the person on.
I'm not petty.
Well, anyway, so maybe that is your discretion. So I mean, just have to go down
296.
You exercise your discretionary power. You see, nobody should come and sit here and gag people based on morality because they broke the standard. And that
who broke the standard? NDC.
The NDC broke the standard. We have there's Kevin Taylor on live video saying that Juma Muhammad Sherman Sano me yenuye into be ntimi nchemehwe. Juma Ben na Kevin Taylor ya Ghana. What job was he doing? What was he doing for the NDC? What don't you know of Kevin Taylor? What hasn't he done in this country? What hasn't Kevin Taylor done in this country? And today he comes to Ghana and he receives first-class treatment, protected by the police. His matters, John, please let me make my point.
Do you know a lady called Araba Mendoza?
No, I don't know any lady called Araba
You
Mendoza.
don't know?
I don't know. I know of Kevin Taylor. Let me make my point.
Araba Mendoza is the opposite of Kevin Taylor.
There's another Ghana Jollof.
Forget about that. I say Araba Mendoza, and she's gone into extinction suddenly. Araba Mendoza. Google it, you'll find it.
I'll do that after the show.
Yes.
But you see, beneficiaries of insults. Over the weekend, my brother Anthony Julius came under the radar.
Right.
As far back as 22-23, was calling the president a fool. That Ghana is being led by a fool. And even that, nobody called for his arrest. Today, you want to talk about somebody insulting the president, so you are setting standards for morality. Who set standards for morality? Who set those standards for morality? And so, please, that is why we are crying. It was down to Johnny Hughes. Johnny wasn't happy about it. It was down to Salom. Salom wasn't happy about it. It is being done to some people today. We must voice it out. We must call out the perpetrators. If it is not the government and then it is the security agencies, we must call them out. Some people would try to link such arrest to Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia because he was the council chair for the police service. But today you are telling us that it is the security services and not the government. Who influences them, who controls them, under whose authority are they working? And so please, our democracy is under serious attack, our democracy is under siege, and we need to save our democracy.
When is the demonstration happening?
Tomorrow morning, 5 a.m. We are meeting at the Supreme Court.
Supreme Court?
Yes.
That's where you want to have the...
That's where we are starting from. That's our start point, and we end at the Flagstaff House.
But let me begin this.
Let me react to this. He mentioned Kevin Taylor. Do you know Kevin Taylor was insulting President Mahama when President Mahama is the first time?
Yes.
You know, he was insulting President Mahama. I mean, so the videos are there.
But we cannot endorse insults.
What I'm saying is that when he was insulting President Mahama, they were comfortable with that.
Who was comfortable?
MPP people, you people.
But he never said anybody employed him to do that.
Yeah, you see, no.
But
I'm saying when he was insulting President Mahama, you were comfortable. One is insulting, you are not comfortable.
Okay, gentlemen, we have to move on. Thank you.
Let me. So you see, we have a country to protect.
It's for only Derek.
I know we have a country to protect. All right. The fact that someone have done something wrong in the past does not give us the opportunity to continue to do the same. I ask myself every day.
But you are very surprised.
I'm coming.
You know that, and you don't condemn the arrest and then the attack.
I am coming.
But you justify it by saying that I was not previously.
I will be equating to the next generation. We cannot continue.
If there's no democracy, election was Ghana won't function. If there's no democracy, election was Ghana won't function.
Democracy, that's why election won't function.
Let's talk about fuel prices. Calm down, all of you.
The big conversation on 3FM Sunrise.
All right.
This one we are doing
now,
this week.
2 cities diesel cap. Should the driver unions reduce their fares? Ebo, let me begin with you. Should they? Should they not?
Okay, they of course, they have come out to say they won't increase the fare. They are waiting for the next window.
Right.
I think after having a meeting with the transport minister. You see, the whole thing about this energy
issue. The truth is that there are two things we have control over as a nation: management of our foreign exchange and taxes or margins. But as for the FOB,
the global prices,
yes, we don't have control. So that one depends on what happens at the international market or on the international market. You see, there's always a risk premium that is put on the price. If they're experiencing war, they have what we call the war premium. Ordinarily, crude oil should be sold at $70 per barrel, ordinarily.
Right.
But because of the premium, as a result of the war and other factors, now it is being sold around 89. Yeah. Last month it went over 100. Yeah. It is coming down. We hope it comes down further so that we get to 70 where we can breathe. We can breathe. But you see, so far, and truth be told, so far I think the action taken by the government is laudable, is commendable. If you look at the fact that the forex has been managed relatively better than under MPP, it's a fact. Two, the government decision to absorb the 2 cities is also been good. That is why the drivers have even accepted that they're not going to increase fares until the next window. You see, but the bigger picture, I've always looked at the bigger picture, and I've said it, that, you see, fuel buffer. We need to have a fuel buffer that will be able to
the reserves to hold us.
The reserve. It's very important.
When this government came on, they said we did not have we had only 6 weeks buffer.
When they took over, was less than that. I mean, some few days. You see, so we had to go to Nigeria. So we had to go to Nigeria to get some crude oil. But the point I'm making is that, you see, as a nation, something that you don't have control over. Anytime there's a change in price, upward change in price, your economy is distorted.
Macombat, Eduji, Jinapor, they're trying to make the sector work.
They are doing fantastic work. But I'm looking at, these are short-term measures. The short-term measures. In the short term, I think
we need something to happen.
They've done fantastically well. I'm looking at it in the long run. What do we do as a nation? Because even the reserves we have, they are in the hands of the private sector.
Right.
As a nation, let's spend money. Let's build tanks, storage tanks,
tank farms.
When prices of crude oil fall to 70, the minimum price, below which it will not go, that is when we need to buy more to store.
But don't we have a system that already does that? When it falls, we
don't buy to store.
We just buy to consume.
Yeah, at least 6 months storage. South Korea, I think they have about 7 months or 8 months storage. We should have about 6 months, because you know that it distorts the equilibrium of your economy at any point in time when price increases upwards. So what you do is that you prepare ahead of time. So fuel buffer is very important.
Right.
You see the way we are increasing our forex buffer. Now we have about 5 or 6 months.
And some agencies is doing great with gold bond.
Sami is doing fantastically well. But the point is that we are looking at the forex, forgetting that even if you check the forex, it's not only the forex that determines
the buffer.
The price of also. So forex buffer, great job. Do the same with the fuel. So that you have about 6 months buffer.
So that you are cushioned on both sides.
Yes. So when prices at the international market goes up, you fall on what you have. Till it comes down, then you buy to store. That should be the strategy. But a situation where, as and when, then we tried gold for oil, it didn't work. Even when we had a good for oil, we realized fuel prices went up. Our city depreciated even more. So that is not the solution.
But
the solution is that store more.
That was supposed to be an innovation, right?
I remember in the Bible when Pharaoh had a dream that
7 years there will be famine.
Yes, famine. What did they do? They built buffer.
They planted, they store.
But Dr. Kwame Nkrumah builds buffers for you. He builds silos for you. You people have decided.
You see, when God says a lazy man or a slugger, so let me prepare myself. So let me store food against the rainy season. Let's store fuel, crude oil. Let's store. Thankfully, because of combat, that young man is fantastic. You need more of his kind as Cannabis-Infused kind to Eduji and Co. I mean, they are doing. I mean, seriously.
I will not at Bost. Yeah.
I mean, these guys are doing. I mean,
Francis Boy,
and I like the way government president is supporting them to do that. We need more of such young men in our system to be able to uplift this nation to
one
where
day Derek will be in one of these.
Derek maybe in 40 years time. Unfortunately, he's in the wrong party.
I didn't invite you to.
He's in the wrong party at the moment.
Mark,
so that is it.
Mark, step in for me. Yeah. So Ghanaians are generally excited that fuel prices, 2 cedis / transport fares will not go up. But does it really cushion the people?
Jenny, thank you very much, and a good morning to our cherished listeners. I think that this is also one of the interventions of government to come in when the people need it more. And so, cushioning consumers with even a cedi is also one of the interventions. Somewhere April, the government did the same, where diesel was reduced to from about 2 cedis reduction on diesel and about 30-something pesos on petrol.
Petrol, yeah.
We know also that some of the economic drivers as fuel, it automatically, increases inflation and all that, and makes
it affects almost everything.
Almost everything. Almost everything. And so this is a very good intervention that the government has done. I'm looking at the costs involved. Government is going to lose between 500 to 600 million Ghana cedis a month. And I hear people asking where government is going to take the money from. These ideally are monies that would have gone to the private operators. So like UPPF fund, like the bus margin and all those things. These are the monies that could have gone back to them, all right? But government is saying that he is taking of that cost burden. That does not mean that transporters and UPPF will not get their money. They're going to get it. But the operations of NPA said that when these monies are paid, all right, government makes surplus. Government makes surplus.
But here's a government that got in at the time where we owed the sector, and they had to look for money to sort the sector out. The same government is trying to. Is the government overdoing?
But not the petroleum. But not the petroleum sector.
No, petroleum sector.
No, you see,
Gina Paul said it.
So mainly the burden was more to do with ECG, but not the petroleum sector, because our petroleum sector is largely managed by private entities.
That's right.
You understand? And so for government coming in, I think it's a very strategic, intervention that they've done.
But government doesn't really own anything. Like Abu said, government really doesn't own much of it. Much of it is in private hands.
Exactly. So what government does is that, you see, government is the regulator, the National Petroleum Authority, and they put in their margins, like the UPPF margin and those costs. Whatever money is collected, it is part of the money that is used to run the National Petroleum Authority, and I'm saying that they usually get surplus. So out of the surplus that they record is what government is now asking that they want to cushion Ghanaians with that 2 Ghana cedis. But my worry here is, what if it continues for over 2 months or 3 months? Is government going to be able to, support between that 500 to 600 million every month? It's a problem. For which reason, I support what my big brother Ebo said.
Great.
That let's begin building buffer. But one other worry is that the petroleum products are such that when they stay longer in the tanks, the conversation of contamination comes in.
That's right.
All right? And when contamination comes in, it's a subject matter I don't want to really go into because it's so controversial.
It's okay.
And it affects
don't get into moving pina this morning.
So when we go to that level, it becomes also another worry.
But let me quickly before I come. But Americans, they have like 1 year buffer. Others have 6 months, 7 months.
What are you? The question is, what are you storing your fuel in?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That
we've done that before with moving peanuts. We got contaminated fuel that was sold out, and we didn't even find money to account for it, etc. We don't want to begin.
So as at a point, what people were looking at was that government should come in to support busts. But you see, what bust does is to store strategic products and then release them as at when fuel becomes scarce and all that. When product prices goes up.
Right.
I remember Wadakun during his time brought in an intervention where he allowed the private OMCs, BDCs.
You're talking about the tank farms.
The tank farms to come in, for which reason we have a lot of tank farms, including Chase and other tank farms that also stores products. My happiness is that Tor is now running. Tor has about 1 billion capacity storage, all right, that they can store. 1 million.
1 million, not billion. 1 million. Yeah.
And Bust also has about 490 something.
We need more.
We need more. So I think it is a right thing government has done. Let us look at investing more into our petroleum sector so that we can have enough for future use.
Great. Malik, are you not putting too much pressure on you as a government in trying to, every day you are cutting something? Why are you getting money to run? Are we going to see some taxes that we are not expecting in the coming days?
No, Johnny, not necessary. You see, life is about priority. And then you can decide to do otherwise. Somebody can decide to do otherwise. But let's look at that's fuel in general. Increment of fuel is the challenge of the economy, whether we like it or not. The higher the cost of fuel, then it distracts inflation, and then cost of goods and services also increase. Even food that we eat comes from various places with vehicles. And then if the cost of fuel is high, automatical cost of transportation will be also high. And in that case, cost of food will go high, cost of everything will go high. So I applauded the president when I heard him saying that at least 2 cedi should be out per liter, which simply means that 1 gallon, we are taking out 9 cedis per gallon if you should buy a gallon of diesel. So from the 70 now, diesel is 15 cedis, which I applaud the president.
But you still have 1 cedi D-levy.
Yes, I agree. If the D-levy should come out, we will even have it 14. The ones, yes. And I agree with what my brother just said now. Yes, Ibu, that we need buffers. It is true. But do we have the buffers? It isn't that we cannot store buffer. But do we have the space? The answer is no. As at somewhere June 15th, Tor received about 1 million barrels of crude for processing, after it has been left for many years without process. If you remember, in the Dako era, we were processing some of the crude into oil. And they've received again in this June about 1 million. 1 million is excessive, which if they process it, you process from this place. And then somewhere the day before yesterday, the president also gave directions that our crude oil that is coming from the Jubilee and then the other rigs at least we should be paying in cedis because we live in Ghana and then we spend cedis, so that it will ease the burden on the forex bureau, such as the dollar and co, which I think they are all plus. And the cost of fuel is derived by 3 factors, which we all know.
Taxes.
2 can be controlled, and then 1 cannot be controlled.
Global
the
prices.
FOB price, we can control it, but the forex exchange determines. That is how come when the crude oil moved beyond $100 per barrel, we were buying diesel at 23 cedis in 2023. It was 23 cedis, fuel was 17 plus, just because of the forex then. But the forex then was trading about 15, 16. But somewhere last week, the crude moved over 100, the same over $100. And yet still, because we have the dollar trending 11 something, we were buying it at the cost of 14.3.
Are you saying if the fundamentals are weak,
the exchange rate will expose you?
Expose me or you?
It will expose. It will expose. You see. So even us at last week, we were buying fuel
at 14.3. 40. Though the world market price was beyond $100. You get it? So because the fundamentals are strong, even the world market price escalated.
But the MPP's argument has been that you are shoring up a lot of dollars to make the economy stronger.
Before the finance minister read the budget, he did something that is applaudable. He rather went to most of the markets in this country, especially Makwala and Co., and asked of their problem. What are their problem? Their problem is that the stabilization of the foreign currency.
But you are borrowing monies to pay salaries.
That is their concern. That is their and then the first priority of every human being is to eat.
Right, food, clothing, and shelter. Abraham Maslow, 1943.
Is what? Is
food, clothing, and shelter.
That's it. But first is food before you think of your shelter, and then you think of your clothing. These are the things now. So first priority of the finance minister was food. That's how come he went to the various market and asked of their challenge. And what they tell him was that it is about the dollar. The money should be stabilized so that they can plan, so that things can be stable. So everybody will know that rice is this price, corn is this price. Everybody can plan.
Are we going to the Kwesibo era?
That is how come, as of today, food inflation is low. Even general inflation is still low, just because of. So I think our drivers and coaches
but food is expensive.
Ghana in general, food is expensive. But sincerely speaking, I can tell you on authority, do you know corn, maize? A sack of maize is way cheaper today, way than even 2020. Sack of corn today in Wa is less than 300 Ghana cities. It's less than Ghana. The food we eat most is maize before rice.
But you need that accompaniment.
We will bring it. It will come. Oh, of course, yes. But we take them one by one. The first priority, what we eat most is maize first, rice second.
Are you suggesting that when we have planting for food and jobs, it was not cheaper?
No. What's cheap? What cheap are we talking about?
What are you saying?
What cheap are you talking about?
What are you saying?
Do you know the price of maize last 2 years? 2024, Accra here, maize was being sold as 1,200.
What are you saying?
I am telling you. People are buying. Who is telling you people are not buying? Who is telling you people are not buying? Let me tell you.
We are being told that people are not able to have the Famicom to go to the market.
Who is telling you? Today, the value of 100 cedis, it has weight than in 2024 when you're holding 100 cedis. When you go to market, the purchasing power, when you go to market to buy food stuff, the purchasing power of 100 cedis is better than 2022, 3, and 4.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. How much is the... How much,
it's an economic fact.
You know, this country, what we consume, food, they are two, maize and rice. As we sit here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Today, nobody will tell us in a day you will not take one of these foods. Can you agree? Or in a 2 days, you took maize. I said none of us. He took one. I took one. I believe. I don't know what to take.
No, he will eat cornflakes.
But cornflakes is he will swerve rice.
It's from maize.
Or he will swerve corn. It's from maize, right?
Cornflakes is from maize.
No problem. You ate. That's fine. You see?
No. He.
You see? Go. Johnny, 5 of us sitting here. At least in a day, nobody can escape one of these food, rice or maize. You understand?
Do you know what we call? Do you know what we call pupunsu? What we call pupunsu?
What is pupunsu?
The maize cocoa.
Yes.
The pupunsu, the white one.
Yeah.
It's called morikoko pupunsu.
It's also from.
He likes it.
Derek likes it.
But
I like you too.
Let's look at even cost of rice. It's lower. As much as we're having rice will be so like 300.
We should be planting some more.
Though we will be planting some more. And Johnny, when you travel to Sisala East, Sisala West, you will see the kind of food you see, you'll be shocked. But because of the rules and the costs of
but you people say you are doing big push.
We are
fixing the road.
Yes, and roads takes time. If you have all the resources today, you can't finish road today. Can you?
Year of roots, second year of roots, another year of roots. You have come back with the same song.
then he should tell us what they did year of rules in 2022 and 2020. But I'm speaking of our
the minister said we should hurry up. Catch up.
But Johnny,
you said he didn't do anything.
Johnny, I'm not saying what the minister is saying. I am saying what I have seen with my eyes. I have traveled to these places, I'm telling you.
What have you seen?
And then what I've seen is that the roads are very bad. Extra bad, that is one. Even travel from Accra to Wa can take between 18 and 20 hours.
Yeah, I know.
18 and 20 hours.
I know that.
Listen, I used pickup from Tichima to Wa, spent 12 hours.
Wow.
But in 2010, 12, 14, I spent between 5 and 6 hours.
Is it the kind of STC pickup that the vehicles take off?
I will not describe the kind of pickup, but I use 12 hours. This is the kind of thing we are talking. But the kind of food.
I'm asking about STC because somebody sent me something from Tamale. The bus was supposed to arrive in the morning. By evening, the bus has still not arrived.
Even Tamale Road. Though it's bad, but it's little better than Waro.
Yes.
It's little better than Waro. Yeah. You get it? But when I went to Sisala East and West, you can drive. For about 2 hours drive, food left and right.
I've gone all the way to the Golu area.
Yeah, I'm telling you where. Sisala West is Golu. And then when I verify, they rather sell the things to Burkina. Because transportation to Wa even is expensive than
some of the road is even dump.
And and do you know the price of?
I don't know how to describe it, but once you start driving on it, it's like a sinking sand kind of thing.
Do you know the price of maize at Sisala? 230 Ghana.
If you get
a sack,
if you get donkey meat, you
230 Ghana per sack. But how to get to Accra is the problem.
So fix the road. That's why Ghanaians voted for you.
And as I'm speaking to you, they've leveled the road from Wa to Tumu. And then Wa to Golu.
There are a lot of.
You see, so finance minister did all those things.
There are a lot of sheep too in the Tumu area.
Yes, about where. So when we fix these rules, I think goods, especially foodstuffs, can come into the country. And things.
I'm still watching your manifesto where you told us about real lines and roads.
Let's take one after the other.
That was not what you said to win the election.
We have a 4-year mandate, isn't it?
You have already done 1 year, 8 months.
Yes, and we are fixing the roads which have deteriorated. More than deteriorated. Look, from Accra here.
What are you saying?
These roads, they are more than
before the MPP left power, they put 15 million cedis together to say we are patching potholes.
Johnny, you see Accra.
No, I don't.
In 30 seconds, you see Accra. When we are standing in Accra like this, all outlets are very bad from Accra.
Okay.
When you take Cape Coast, bad. Kumasi Road, bad. Akosombo, bad. When you take Aflau, bad. So which road is good?
I don't understand you.
You don't understand me, but that's the reality. I'm telling you.
We were told that the road.
Then let's ask him.
10,000 kilometers of.
Do you know what is 10,000?
I don't know.
Let me tell you. From Accra, the sea, the shore to Burkina, is not even up to 800 kilometers.
So 10,000 is from here to China.
Do you know 10,000 kilometers? Oh, no. It's not even up to Burkina.
So it means that 10,000 could have constructed all our roads.
It's okay.
Yeah, no, from here to China. So you can imagine.
Derek, this is the government that says that we are doing the best for you. Are they really doing the best for you?
Johnny,
the object democracy is under attack.
No, don't attack him. Go ahead.
They are not.
At least.
But I'm not objective.
No. Allow him, please. Derek, go ahead.
Johnny.
Yes, sir.
Until when will the government, I ask these questions all the time, become reactionary? Until when? And until when would they be able to take off 2 cities from costs? Until when will they be doing that? We all sit here and agree to the fact that there are certain factors that influences the price of fuel.
Right.
We look at exchange rates, we look at world market prices and all of that. Let's look at 2024. At some point in time, it went as high as $120 per barrel. Came down to, we're doing between 85, 120. The conversation is still same today. But we were doing an exchange rate of 14 Ghana cedis.
It was 73 cities.
The best in the morning is on 92.7.
We're not going to go and see. Yes. We're doing a range, and I mean the average.
The exchange rate.
No, I'm saying that the price of the crude oil.
Of crude.
Yes, you can.
But they shot up. The figures you are mentioning, they shot up. At some point, they shot up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That at our experiences, that's how come at some point in time, diesel was doing about 23 cedis,
right?
Super was doing about 16 cedis, and all of that.
Per liter.
Per liter.
So if you calculate 4.5
per liter. But Johnny, today exchange rate is 11 points. If you look at ICOMS, exchange rate is doing about 11.65 or 69.
Right.
Averagely, even last week, it was within the range of 79.85 for the cost of a crude oil. Exchange rate is around 5.8. So why am I buying super at 15.5? This is a question that they must provide answers to.
14 points.
Please, I buy at 15.5.
You wanted it. Goil is 14.5.
Star is 14. But how do you determine what somebody should? In same vein, when you are quoting 17 cities, Star was doing 16.
No, Star was
please.
Allow him.
Please.
Derek, go ahead.
23 was Star.
Sorry, Malik. Sorry, Malik.
I had a lot of things to say.
No. Go ahead.
But please, don't.
You have the audience.
I'm not throwing dust. I'm not throwing dust.
Derek, focus. Let's go ahead.
Today, you are buying for 15.5.
Which of the stations?
Please. Please. Let's respect our listeners.
Allow.
Let's respect our listeners.
Derek,
please.
Derek, relax.
Please.
Derek,
you can't
relax.
do this better than I do.
So as of Tuesday, the 4th of August 2026 at 6 a.m. prompt, Goil is selling Super XP at 15 cedis 99 pesos, Diesel XP at 17.26 cedis, Super XP 95 at 17.7 cedis. That is what Goil is trading at. Now we have new price changes. Star Oil 14.53, 16.97, and Raw 95 17.77. Malik, allow me, please. So we know that this is the state of affairs as of Tuesday. Today is Wednesday, so this was just yesterday. Proceed.
So on Tuesday, how much was Goil selling it for? 15.99, right. And I'm charged. Please.
No, Malik.
Please,
Malik, you not do this. And Derek, you relax.
Please, let's respect ourselves.
Malik, Malik.
Please,
Malik, Derek.
I could have interjected you.
No.
And I'm telling you that even
relax. I'm just giving you.
Exactly.
So proceed.
Yes.
And don't let emotions get the better part of you.
I was even being charitable. You're becoming a lawyer. And quoting 15.5.
No, you are lying.
Where is the lie?
You're not being charitable. Because if you buy fuel, you should be able to know the price at which you bought it.
I didn't even say I bought a figure.
No, I just quoted a figure.
I didn't buy it. Go and check. I don't want you see. Okay. If I mention any company's name here, it might appear I'm making an advert for them. But go and check Goodness and the Jama is sold for.
Oh, my friend.
Go and check Soul and the Jama is sold for. Don't do this to ourselves. So you see, today, last week, that is costing the price you are paying today. It was ranging from 79 to 85.
Which one? Crude oil.
A simple Google will help us. Exchange rate is doing 11.6.
Last month it went up to 100.
The big conversation on 3FM Sunrise. The big conversation on 3FM Sunrise.
And we're live on Kesme 107.1 FM in Tamale. Alaji Kesme, good morning to you. Also, we're here on 3FM 92.7, the Sunrise Morning Show. Derek Jacob, you have the floor. You have 2 minutes. Let's wrap up.
Johnny, during the days of the new patriotic government, fuel went as high as $125 per barrel.
Right.
Exchange rate was doing about 14.7. And so at pump price, we're paying 16 to 17 cedis per liter.
The exchange rate according to
Bank of Ghana.
But Abochi has the dollar.
No problem. So I don't want us to even go into that perspective because if you go there, the Abochi dollar today is not 11.65 that I'm making an argument with. But I'm limiting us to when you go to ICOM, it is not about Abochi. It is about what Bank of Ghana is saying. We're doing about 14.7, and we're paying 16 to 17 cedis per liter. Today, the rate is 11.65 for ICOMs. It hasn't hit $120 per barrel. But why are we paying 15.99 at pump? Why?
We paid 23 cedis per liter.
That is for diesel. We are doing almost 19 cedis for diesel. Had it not been the president's intervention that is taking away 2 cedis, somewhere at 20 Ghana cedis.
Are you saying that we're worse off now?
But Johnny, we sit here and say that the component that influences the cost of fuel is 1, exchange rate, 2, world market price,
taxes,
3, and we can control the taxes, but the exchange rate and then the price at the international market, the FOB price, and so if this at an exchange rate of 14.7 on world market price was $125 per barrel, well, we are paying 17 cedis. Why are we paying the exchange rate difference of about 3 cedis, and we are paying almost 16 cedis for the same thing?
How long was the
Please, Ebo.
No, it's not.
Ebo, are you the host now?
No, but is it?
No, I'm asking questions.
Relax.
I'm asking questions.
Gentlemen, relax.
I'm asking questions.
Go ahead.
So why? But you sit here and talk about the fact.
Government.
You sit here and talk about the fact that we do forward buying. You see, when it satisfies your interest, you may want to make a case.
What is Ebo's interest?
Oh, but we all know Ebo's interest. Today he sits here sing praises of Sami Jenfi and all of that. I'm sure the secretary have sent the invoice to them. Don't worry, it's fine.
Oh, but that's not
no, secretary. Your secretary has sent an invoice.
No,
not that statement.
That's not fair to him.
We do that statement. I withdraw.
Don't say that.
Don't say that. I withdraw.
Don't say that.
But you see, Johnny,
Mr. Macher Pao, Mobo Bracher.
Johnny, the realities are that the government is reactionary. They are reactionary in the sense that these are things that we anticipate. That's why we have researchers at various agencies. These are things that they see coming. What measures are they putting in place? What is the drastic solution? Will they have to get to the point that whenever there's an increment, government decides to say that I'm pushing you with 2 cities and 1 city? Some people may not even listen. You see, for a very long time, I came to Kumasi in a bus, and 2M Express was charging 140 Ghana cedis. I was so shocked because the last time I did was about 90 Ghana cedis. I almost had a quarrel, but I realized that there's no point in having these exchanges, especially in the times that we find ourselves in. And so the government must put in...
Why do you say the times that we find ourselves in?
But in the last 10 days, fuel prices have increased in about 5 times. In about 5 times.
It came down too.
And you see...
It came down too.
Last week I said that fuel prices affect every aspect of our economy. Every single aspect of our economy, especially the informal sector. Look, the cushion that the president has given, it is good. It's 2 cedis for diesel. What about we that we buy super?
Let me begin from 1st July. PMS or petrol, 13 cedis 99 pesos. Diesel, 15 cedis 99 pesos. Fast forward to 16th of July. 15 cedis 20 pesos. Fuel Super Save 1770 pesos. V-Power 1740 pesos. 23rd of July 14. So from 15 down to 14. 14 cedis 78 pesos. Diesel 17 cedis 82 pesos, and this from Shell. And then 28th of July 14 cedis 99 pesos. And then diesel 17 cedis 98 pesos. And then as of yesterday, or if you like 2 days ago, 16 cedis 29 pesos, 19 cedis 49 pesos for diesel, and V-Power is 17 cedis 89 pesos. So it's come up and it's gone up. It keeps fluctuating. But God, it doesn't negate the fact that gold is selling cheaper.
No, but Johnny, you can find yourself in an environment that you may not even get gold or start to buy. But I'm saying that the volatility of the increment in prices, because it's not stable, today it's up, tomorrow it's down, just like our Forex. That's why I'm saying that the time that we are...
You complain about Forex? you complaining about Forex?
I'm not complaining about Forex. I'm talking about the brutality.
Have you spoken with Guta?
Johnny, you see, when you're looking for dollars to buy, I have gone to a bank for them to transfer dollars to a client outside to purchase items.
Right.
And the transaction I don't go through
because they don't have
it.
Okay, all right. We'll have to change the topics now because we'll talk about what's happening in our schools. They said now the children they have cannabis-infused ice cream and food and juices that they are enjoying. I don't know. But we'll take a quick break. When we return from this break, there's more here on Sunrise on 3FM 92.7. You can also send us your thoughts and comments on 053-220-0927. That's 053-220-0927. See you shortly after these messages.
Sunrise on 3FM.
The big conversation on 3FM Sunrise.
a normal abele was that we all knew that we enjoy sobolo, fried rice. Somebody was telling me about fried rice, I think on Monday.
Hey, fried rice.
Yes.
Almost everything.
Kusianimeko, they are infusing everything. Look, the kind of things that when I went on campus and they started mentioning it, I couldn't believe it. How did we become that? Ebo, how did we become that?
How did we get here?
Yeah, how did we get here? I will ask, how did we get here? How?
I mean, in those days, growing up, you could easily smell the
aroma,
of weed from afar.
Right.
It's not like this today. Today, even the scent is different. If you get close to where people are smoking today, you hardly smell.
Some of the students told me that there are different flavors. There's chocolate, there's vanilla. I said, hey,
it's called value addition.
You left me behind.
It is called value addition.
Yesterday, I was so terrified. I said, wow.
Yeah. So the economy,
and most of the people I spoke with were women.
Yeah.
Young ladies.
Yeah. You see,
wow.
What is being done in with the economy of is what we are supposed to do with the economy of Ghana. They are doing diversification. They've diversified the way is consumed or smoked.
But should we encourage them to get on that tangent?
But the point is the kind of effect it is having on this generation.
Some people take it without even knowing.
Yes, that is.
So they get to a party, there's a punch, is there, and then you find people,
So if it is good, can we limit its usage? Can we control its usage?
Have we been able to have that conversation as a country?
Yes,
to begin with.
Yes, that is the kind of conversation we need to have moving forward. Maybe president coming from Jamaica.
Interestingly, he was playing the drums, and somebody says, "Give him one roll."
One guy, one roll. And the president said, "Ja Rastafari." I mean, this president, no way you can pop up like lively. You see, so I think as a nation we need to have that conversation,
right,
about its usage, whether it could be controlled in a way. I'm told it is medicinal. It does a lot of things. If you can legalize it and control it, I think it will be good for the country. It's a whole economy on its own.
But can we control it? That's the conversation. Can we?
No, that's what I'm saying, that it can be controlled. Others have done it. Maybe the usage, because for medicinal purposes, for...
It's actually already being used. Medicines, you have all these ladies' hair cream, etc. It's being used. People, I think the brand is. Let me not say the brand.
I remember in those days, because of this, you remember
the afro,
and the kid and play this tall haircut. So in secondary school, the punishment they will give you is to put scissors. In your cut it.
Naughty corner.
And the boys will go to town and go and buy, come and grind it, add it to nguto and put it in their hair. It will grow fast back. So you see, as for, there should be a law, because if somebody goes to a party,
right,
or go for a party, and the person is served with something that contains and the person doesn't know, and the person takes it, and it has any negative effect on the person, the person should be able to sue whoever organized the party. I mean, there should be. That's what I'm saying. We can manage it in a way that we can profit from it. We, in and of itself, it's not a bad thing.
The younger people who want to experiment, and based on that, they tend to fall victim to these things. What advice can we give them?
But even some of the ones we have, some of them are even worse than the we have in the system.
Red and all of that.
Which are destroying the youth. They are worse than the we. But I'm saying as a nation, we should have a conversation how we want to, the use with which we want to put this marijuana and how it will benefit our economy. Our scientists should be able to sit down, our lawmakers should be able to sit down, our leaders should sit down to talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's have because people are taking it.
Yeah.
And if you don't control it, it's getting worse.
I went to Adabraka once upon a time. So cough syrup,
Benylin.
Cough syrup, energy drink. I will mention the brand.
Yeah.
And then they had put tramadol in it. One person mixed it, and that day we went for the police invited us. We went for skate, so we went into the ghettos and the guys did not even move. They saw police and they
couldn't move.
No.
They couldn't. They can't.
They couldn't move. They were seeing the police gummy like that, but the speed is not there.
So let's
it's really hurting. I'm telling you.
So I'm saying there's a whole economy on its own, and if you can manage it well, I think it can also add to our revenue generation as a nation,
right?
Or even our forex earning.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Derek, take a bite on this.
Johnny,
Rastafari.
I know you're a student leader as well, so
this cannabis, this infused products that are on our market is a health and safety concern.
Right.
I do not even want to have a political conversations on this because
we should not. We should come to the center and talk about it.
It's one that is affecting the future of our nation. The young people. I don't know how to describe it, but you see, when you even go for events, for house parties, for birthday bash and all of that, and you are not careful, even the water that you take, you may not find your way back home. It's that bad. When you have hostels or hosts organizing week celebrations and you see what these vendors are selling, infused meat pie, infused fine toffee. Hey, it's a lot
to cake. Nkati cake, bread. It's look. I went to Legon yesterday, and some of the things that I heard, I was shocked.
Anything edible, yeah, there's an infused portion of it that is sell, and then it's not as if you see. Gone are the days when we were growing up, you couldn't have identified that this is sold here, but today, proudly advertising. People make flyers that there will be a house party, there will be free infused Sobolo for first 100 people. That is what they are attracting the numbers with. Whoa! No, it is so terrible. Like, it's so bad. Like, it is so bad, and I think that we may have to examine our existing laws that govern some of these things. And if possible, change them and make it very punishable. Recently, I heard that NACOC had gone to Central University to arrest some people who are engaged in the sale of that.
And they were also at Ablekuma West.
Yes, I think they may have to
most of the ghettos out there.
Government should resource them or expand their tentacles so that they can combat some of these things, because you see, it is terrible.
Terrible.
And it gets to the point that we've had that experience with the Sobolo. You didn't even know. What happened during that moment? It was terrible.
Yeah,
it was so bad.
I went, and I'll keep reiterating. I went to the university yesterday, and most of the people who spoke with me are like 21, 22, 23-ish, and they were all telling me their experiences about how they were literally lured into consuming some of the things. Yeah, like just off the cuff conversation.
Some of them.
Yeah, when we discussed the topic, I said, "Oh, let me just drive to campus and find out." And so imagine your daughter, your son going to school, introduced to it, and by the time you know it,
it's an addict. And funnily enough, when you take an infused Sobolo today, how the experience you would have, if you may want to do it again, you may have to increase the quantity. And that is how come they do the cough mixture with some go as far as inhaling super glue.
I'm saying that I went to Adabraka. Cough syrup, Benylin that everybody, you have cough syrup, you take it one spoon. The whole thing is emptied into a bottle with energy drink with red and tramadol instead.
A lot of things. And you see, it is a worry for our future.
Yeah.
And so I think that government may, just as the Honorable Minister Mutaka is doing with NACOC, government should resource them well so they can combat some of these things, because it's
Malik, for a country that
horrifying.
Does not have, very horrifying and very, very alarming, for a country that does not have the best of mental health budgets, and we are now getting these situations on our hands, what do we do?
Johnny, I think two things should be done. One is enforcement, and then two is, at least we should be, let me say, there should be advice. And then the advice is more or less like we should be sanitizing the system. What am I talking about? There can be advertisement of the effects that it had on people worldwide.
Civic education?
Yes. And then when we advertise this daily basis or more and more, people will be looking at it and we say, hey, I wouldn't like to look like this, so I wouldn't like to be like this. So there will be panic in some people.
Right.
And it will reduce, though it will not take away completely, but it will reduce. The fear ones will stop. And then others too will be panicking and then minimizing it. Because that's the education aspect of it. And then the enforcement, our security or the appropriate institution should also storm the areas, especially our education sectors. One occurred in, was in a Koforidua Secondary Technical, where 10 people were arrested during their SRC hall meeting or so. They infuse it on many of their drinks and food. And being so good, the police were there.
The ice cream that we know, Abele was.
Yes.
Abele was the ice cream you put in the cup with the stick. Yeah. Abele was is now infused, being sold in the schools.
Even with the Takradi, with the Koforidua Secondary Technical, even they even infused the ice cream case that they shared there. And thanks be to our security services, they were able to storm there and then able to make some arrests and then stop all those things. So I think our security services can also be alert and then be visiting those areas. That is one. And the civic education will help a lot. Because sometimes when you watch what happens, not only in this country, other country, America, somebody will be standing while sleeping. Somebody will just choke. You see, he will just
clinging onto something.
Yes. Yeah. Even the tree will just lock himself to a tree and then be sleeping. I don't think
we've seen videos of people like abusing them. They slap them and
they will not even hear.
No.
Just imagine what you are saying. Police are coming. They are looking at the police. They can't even walk. They can't move. Or they are so.
They were just standing there.
They are so helpless. And some of them even ease on themselves. Because you can't even walk to the washroom. So when you show this kind of videos, you see, daily, not necessarily daily, periodically, when people watch it, they will panic.
In fact, one of the people, he hugged the police.
Even I don't know what it's about.
The man is looking for you to arrest you. You are hugging him.
That person don't know what it's about. He doesn't even know what it's about. He's no more a human. Forgive my word, our listeners. He is no more a human because it's just something else. So you will see the person as a human, but in reality, nothing is in the mind again. So I think civic education and enforcement will help.
We need to increase our budget, have a national conversation, do civic education.
Legalizing it, there are some portions that I know it is being legalized. Maybe Derek will tell us.
Yes.
He has a law background a bit.
Yeah.
I know some portions.
Nana Coach Ajiman, he's been on that tangent for a very, very long time.
If we should even extend it again, it will be danger. They will abuse it. The youth like this, and then the school boys and co, they will abuse it. When we were in the school, the same thing. Some of us who went to stubborn boys schools like this, the same. You will see them face to Ghani, then they will give you. They will just use their saliva on the mouth and give it to you test. If you didn't test, you take a slap. So I think for the legalizing, no, the portion is okay.
I hear you.
Yes.
Ms. Ako, take a final bite on this and let's wrap up.
Johnny.
Yes, sir.
This is a very critical conversation that I think we should perhaps have one other moment to go into it very well. It is an area of interest to me.
Right.
When we generalize the whole thing, we'll get it wrong. All right. So, for instance, these Tramadol, D10, Red, and those things.
D10.
Yeah, they have D10.
Yeah.
They have a lot of them. These are like substances. They are like drugs, okay, that they put in the energy drinks and take. Some like the codeine you are mentioning, the cough syrup. But you see, let's separate them. We have the weed itself, all right, which is kush. We have amnesia. We have ashish. We have GH gold. We have kolos.
For the weed alone.
Yes, for the weed alone. I know what I'm talking about.
And the colors. There's a place at Bukom. I go and buy kinky from there. It's called the Garden. Yeah. It's
terrible.
The kinky?
No,
no, they don't infuse my kinky.
So with this five, I've mentioned the kolos and the kush. These are all products of the weed, all right? That they've tried to, formerly we have just the weed. They've tried to expand the added value, all right, to it. Now,
to what purpose?
We are talking about an industry that has an economic benefit or potential of about $45 billion.
It's a huge.
The fact here is that we lack creativity. We lack creativity in this country.
Take your time.
If you look at areas where they are into
we don't
production,
lack creativity. If you go to certain places in some of the villages, you see a cassava farm in the middle of the cassava farm. I've done rural reporting. We don't lack it. That is creativity. Yeah, it is just the law that is not permitting it.
Yeah.
So I will get there. You see, we lack creativity because you see, Uncle Ebu mentioned that look.
Your cassava is sharing nutrients with weed.
But now they have infused this, infused that. This is creativity. Because we have not been able to put laws in place, the young boys and the young girls have added value to the products. And I'm telling you.
But must we allow them to destroy themselves?
I will get there. I'll get there. So you let me just go straight to the laws, all right? Ghana here, somewhere in 2020, we passed the Narcotic Control Commission Act 2020 to allow the cultivation of cannabis. It has a level, a THC level that is permitted. So if we'll be able to work, what is the meaning of appetition? You are a gunman. Explain appetition. What is the meaning of appetition?
You are hiding.
You are hiding to take. That was in the past.
Oh, that's the meaning.
Yes, they hide to take it. That's what they call appetition.
Oh, petition.
Oh, really?
Yes. Yeah. But today, what do we see appetition? We have the real appetition. We have the adonko. You see, we have diversified it.
Relax.
Unfortunately,
with the branding.
Our systems have not permitted us to diversify. Unfortunately, they are bringing laws that people who might have had the interest to go into that venture are not able to go. Do you know how much it takes to get the license to farm cannabis, to process them, to even export them? They are too expensive. You understand? So when the law becomes so difficult for people to venture in, they go the illegal way.
Okay.
Yeah. That's why I'm saying we are not being creative enough. This is a multi-billion industry
we are not taking
that we have to take advantage of.
Yeah.
In the past, we know when you smoke, you say about them. But you see, the narrative must change. We are sitting on a big-time money. Unfortunately, we've been stereotyped where we think that when we mention weed, the money. No.
So
we have some for industrial purposes, and we have the capacity to grow and export. Why aren't we taking advantage of it to create jobs?
A documentary with I think some Rastafarians, and there was an injunction on it that we can't play that documentary. And that's what we are as a people.
You said that Bobo man
is it
natural mistake?
Is it?
What's that Bobo Malin in your
Yo, Mate. Yeah, that's it. Mr. Blackman, thank you very much. Derek Ejikum, thank you very much. You said what the demonstration, what this...
Our democracy is under attack.
Yes.
And so we are converging tomorrow at 5 a.m.
5 a.m.?
5 a.m. at the Supreme Court.
Okay.
That is where we are starting from.
I see.
And we are marching straight to the president.
Are you having a counter? Are you having a counter demonstration?
No.
We don't have a counter demonstration, but it's strange. And we are surprised at the MPP's behavior. You know why? Tomorrow marks the first anniversary of our gallants.
When 31 people died out of
so
fire.
we expected them.
My good friend Motala.
Look at them.
Do we owe you any
Look at their behavior. Look at the behavior of the MPP. Just look at
Okay.
them.
Thank you.
We're grateful.
And a happy birthday to Keisha Ankra. It's your birthday today. First, His Excellency Michael Edu, it's your birthday. Happy birthday to you. Also, happy birthday to Keisha Ankra. Today you celebrate your birthday. Fine, sweet niece of mine and daughter of Reggie Spice. Happy birthday to you, Keisha. You're 13. We're proud of you. Also, a happy birthday to Yummy Mommy. We appreciate you so much. Thank you for bringing light into our family, and thank you for being so warm to all of us all the time. May God bless this new age. Have a fabulous one. Little Sunshine's mom from the Quaysons. They wish you a happy birthday. Also to you, Paulina Adaziwa Aye. Today is your birthday. Cedar Syrinx. Oh man, happy birthday to you. We have to go. Thank you on behalf of the rest of the team. We're grateful that you could join us here. Ebu says what? DJ Phil, relax. DJ Phil, relax. Lois is here, relax.